let's not fucking deny the fact that you most likely have checked out my social media, Steven.
I have never hit on you, correct? I don't even think I flirted. Wait, right?
Right, it's that after I sent you a friend request on Discord, you accepted it within 2 minutes and you're like, oh my goodness, who is that?
Yeah, you have a big booby profile picture. Of course I accepted it. But I didn't hit on you or flirt with you, did I? Right?
Steven, that's the point!
No,
okay, that's not the point.
I made the point.
That's
I didn't.
because you're trying to be discreet. That's not the thing. That's not the same thing. It's not hitting at all.
Okay,
Steven.
that's fine. So I didn't hit on you. I didn't flirt with you. I haven't done anything inappropriate or appropriate. Not even that. That wouldn't even be inappropriate, by the way.
Steven, with all due love and respect, you simply not flirting with me doesn't necessarily mean you didn't flirt with me.
What? Am I psychologically undercover, stealth flirting with you?
Steven, if I came to visit you, will you teach me how to shoot?
If you really want to, okay? We'll be shooting something, all right?
I don't know. I just wanted to have a conversation with you about open relationships because during the kick or keep, that was one of the things that you and I disagreed on. I feel like, so it would be like a interesting thing to discuss.
Okay, sure. Felt like I was the host. I don't know why
Yeah.
I gave my opinion totally on it, but all right.
Yeah, you kind of did. Remember, you're like, Bella, imagine if you were eating steak like every single day of your life, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, yeah, but you can spice up the steak. You remember that?
Okay, maybe I might have said this. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely did. So, okay. So I guess I could start off with like my opening stance when it comes to open relationships and stuff like that. In my opinion, I think that open relationship is kind of like the sign of immaturity.
Wait. When you lean to the side and you kind of say this, I'm losing your voice completely. It's like it says compressing it or cutting it out. So sorry, say that one more time.
No problem. Hold on
Yeah.
a second. Okay. So I think it's a sign of maturity to be in a monogamous relationship, and I think it's a sign of immaturity.
Okay, now you cut out. I'm gonna kill myself. Wait. You said it's a sign of immaturity, and then you cut out completely again. Why? What's going on here?
No clue. Okay, maybe I should speak up.
Yeah.
I'll try to speak up. Yes.
Okay. Well, you don't have to speak
I think it-
lower. Okay. Sorry. Okay, go for it.
I think it's a sign of like maturity to be in a monogamous relationship, and it's a sign of immaturity to be in an open relationship.
Okay. Why can't it just be like a preference? Like some people like to do something. Like would it be like a sign of immaturity if somebody likes anal sex, or a sign of immaturity if somebody likes chocolate bars? Like.
No, I think you're actually making a wrong comparison because when it comes to relationship and when it comes to like family and stuff like that, we're discussing more of like stability within that relationship, and I feel like monogamous relationship provides more of a stability. While the open relationship, there's so much drama, there's so much emotional instability that it actually hurts people involved in it.
Well, firstly, are we talking like families with kids, or are we talking just like relationships? Because those are two different things, I think.
We can actually start out with just talking about relationships.
Okay, with just relationships, I think everybody has relationship drama. The idea that that's like unique to open relationships, I think is totally not true. I know tons of people, and I'm sure you do too, that are in monogamous relationships that have tons of relationship drama.
No, I agree with that. Like every relationship has its own drama, but you know, it's just funny how like you don't necessarily advocate for an open relationship because you think that open relationship is like, you know, not a lot of people can handle it, but you, I feel like advocate more for monogamous relationships. So like, why do you comparing those two? Shouldn't wouldn't your stance be that monogamous relationship is a little bit more stable and better for individuals?
Honestly,
Even
I
though
don't
both
advocate
have
for open or
problems.
poly stuff just because I don't feel like having the conversation. But at this stage of my life, based on who I know that's open and who I know that's monogamous relationships, I actually don't even know if monogamous relationships are inherently more stable. I don't even know if I believe that. It's kind of funny. I was actually just talking about another friend about this the other day ago. I know two people that are truly in like open and no, not open, actually poly relationships. And it's really funny because when I talk to them about their relationship problems, all of their relationship problems are actually just like pretty normal problems. Like the big one recently was there was a girl I know that has a boyfriend and a husband, and she has an issue with her boyfriend to where like her boyfriend boyfriend is like siding with his family over a fight instead of her, and she's like really upset about that. That's like a really normal relationship problem. I'm sure there are poly people that have like crazy problems related to their like openness, but I mean, like, I don't know those people. I'm not to say they don't exist, but just as like an example. And then for monogamous people, like how many, especially in the influencer world, probably almost every, like probably 85% plus of streamers have been in relationships with like infidelity and all this other shit. Like 50% of monogamous marriages and in divorce. So yeah, I don't know. The idea that I don't know if I actually even believe that monogamous relationships are inherently more stable than open or poly ones. I just say it because it's easier not to fight over it publicly. But
Yeah, so but you brought up the percentage about the failed relationships when it comes to monogamous like marriages, but like I think you're aware that when it comes to like polyamorous or open marriages and stuff like that, it's like way higher rate of failure, which is I believe it's either 70 or 80%, which is pretty like that's a huge significance compared to monogamous ones. And I feel
first of
like
all,
the
I've heard that number brought up one time. I don't know if that was for relationships or marriages, but I'm pretty sure the fail rate
yeah.
on like all relationships is about 90%. I think we date, was it 10, or it might have been, maybe the fail rate is 80% on 5 or 6. Like we date multiple people
I
before
think 80%.
yeah, before we find like a partner,
Yeah.
right? Like every relationship is technically failed if you don't get married. And like, right.
And not divorced. Yeah,
Well, no,
married and
yeah,
not
like so like if you
divorced.
date somebody in high school and you break up, that's like a quote unquote failed relationship, you know?
Yeah. But also, I feel like there are specific problems that the open relationship individuals face specifically. Um, and I actually wanted to discuss some of them with you. If you don't mind, I will like bring up some examples that like, Melina might have brought up during some of her interviews with, other people. If you don't mind, of course.
Yeah, knock yourself out.
Yeah. So, before we actually talk about like the different the some of the issues that you face specifically in your relationship, um, I wanted to actually get a clarification as to like um when it comes to what is the reason why you and Melena choose open relationship?
Truly, because we both like to fuck around.
So it's more of a fun thing for you guys.
Yeah. I mean, there could be like a romantic aspect too for like multiple partners as well, but that's probably the really big part there, I think.
What do you mean a romantic aspect? Like you actually feel a romantic sense towards others besides like your actual main partner?
Yeah, for sure. I think anytime you're hanging out with somebody and having sex with them, that's probably gonna be involved to some extent, right?
So what's the difference between your feelings towards the others compared to Melina then? If you're saying you're feeling the same sort of like intimacy and stuff like that, so what's the difference?
I mean, what's the feeling towards like a current boyfriend versus like an ex, right? I mean, you prioritize your main partner, right? Like Melina is my priority. I'm not gonna, if another girl was like, oh, come move and live with me, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, I'm married to Melina. That's not gonna happen.
Unless maybe you potentially fall more for that other person.
Yeah, but now you're just describing every relationship ever, right?
But I feel like open relationship puts you more towards that to
Oh,
happen.
okay, I don't.
Simply because you're like spending more time with them and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like these are how monogamous relationships end too. People find people they like more, they start fighting with their current partner, they start hanging out with other people more. Like, how many monogamous relationships end? People will say like infidelity or cheating, but it'll be like infidelity or cheating with a partner they've been like already talking to, hanging out with for like weeks or months beforehand sometimes, right? Like, I feel like monogamous relationships are fraught with all these same problems.
Understand, but when it comes, I think the difference is when it comes to open relationship, you're already including sex in it. While in the monogamous, like cheating, potentially the physical aspect, the sex doesn't come right away. But in open relationship, it might potentially, which might increase the chances of you like developing feelings for the other person. I don't think
Maybe
you
it
can
could.
deny that
Maybe it could.
necessarily.
I can surmise ways that it could be the opposite as well, though, right? Like, here's something that I'm curious about. Here's a complaint that I hear commonly. How many people start dating, like, and get into almost lifelong or 5+ year relationships when they're like 17, 18, and they're like, you know what? It would be really fun. I kind of regret that I haven't had any more experience in my life. That I started dating this person at an early age and now I have no more experience. The only way for them to explore or do anything is to end their relationship, and now they're fucked, right? Whereas if you're like in an open or a poly relationship, you might get to explore what it's like having a crush or being obsessed with somebody for like 2 weeks, and they're like, you know what? I actually like my main partner way more. Like, this is fun, but I'm done with this, right? You don't have that opportunity at all in a monogamous relationship.
Oh, I want to actually like one thing you said. For some reason, when you gave your example, you've mentioned like 17-year-olds. I
What?
I don't think Didn't you just say like when you were like 17, you start dating someone and
Oh
you
no,
like
I'm just talking
decide?
about being in like if you
Oh,
get into a long-term relationship really early on and you haven't had the chance to like explore or be in any other relationships, that people start to feel regret sometimes when they hit their like mid-20s and stuff. Or like, oh, like it sucks that like my boyfriend had 3 partners before me and I haven't had any partners, and I wonder if I missed out. Like people kind of get those like regretful feelings sometimes.
not gonna deny that. I agree. Like, I feel like when you actually commit to a relationship at a very young age, you don't necessarily know what you want. You don't necessarily know even who you are. And if you jump in, you might regret. But what about, like, individuals who are in their late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s? Would you use the same thing for them?
I mean, I think my other
Like, for
logic
example,
still
take
applies. That
yourself as an
sometimes it's
example.
fun to like
Yeah.
explore things with other people and like have your moments and then get over it and then move on to the next thing. I think that could be fun.
Yeah, but I feel like when you're talking about like the fun aspect of it, right? You are kind of making the fun the priority in your life. Like you're like, "Oh yeah, it's good to have sexual relations with other people because it's fun." So you're kind of like prioritizing fun in that sense, which is kind of like in my sense, like as an adult, as a mature individual, you need to be able to balance the fun with your other responsibilities. So it's just like I feel like you
I mean, I agree that you have to be able to balance it, but man, what a sad take on adulthood that like all the fun is gone or whatever, and now like you're not allowed to do things that are fun anymore. Like I don't know. I don't agree with that.
is sex the only thing that's fun?
No, but sex is a lot of fun. I think historically humans would agree
Sex
with
is
me.
a lot of fun, but you don't think like you can potentially have sex with like fun sex with the same partner if you just spice it up?
Yeah, you can, but there's also other people like other things. What if you're with a partner that absolutely never in their entire life ever wants to do anal, and you like want to experience that once? Are you just like that's just like a thing you're just never gonna experience?
But I feel like it's um it's more of let me take a look at my note. So again, it's more of you are again prioritizing the fun, like just that's gratification, which is, let's be honest, for majority of people it's going to last like 5 to 10 minutes, like the very short period of time of gratification with the potential instability that you causing in your relationship.
I mean, that decision is for everybody to decide on their own. Then I guess, like for me, the fun of like having sexual experience with other people outweighs like boring stability in a monogamous relationship. Like 10 out of 10 times, I would never. That would just never. That's just to me, that's a really sad approach to life. But if there's somebody that like really just wants to be with one partner and that's like a really happy thing for them, and they think that there's going to be less drama or whatever, which all the way I'm still not agreeing with that. I don't know if there's more stability in monogamous relationships inherently. I'm not sure if I even agree with that. But if there was, I mean, that's a decision that an individual is allowed to make, right? There's a lot of different decisions that we make relating to stability or instability. Having a relationship where you're in the military is far less stable, especially when the man is deployed. Is it like unethical to choose those relationships, or should they never get in relationships? Probably not. Having relationships where the father works, away from home or travels for business is probably a little bit less stable. There's probably a lot of things like that are less stable, but it's up to individuals to decide, I guess, what they want to do or how they want to balance it out. But
Yeah, no, it was really interesting how you that was one of my questions. Like you mentioned that the fun aspect of having a lot of like sex with different people outweighs any potential hardships that you might potentially face within your own relationship. That was actually kind of interesting. Like so if you agree with that, are you saying that like it would be too boring in a relationship without all the sex with multiple partners, and then the boredom would be too like um the fun of it is actually worth it, the potential stable relationship that you could lose. So like you could potentially lose a relationship with Melina because it caused so much instability and you're actually okay with that just simply because you're having so much fun.
I think I would rather be single than be in a relationship where I'm restricted to one partner for the rest of my life. So in a way, I guess, kind of, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like if Melina came to you and said like I would never want you to have sex ever again with other people, like I want to be monogamous, you would be like this is divorce.
Probably, yeah. But I think we're probably both on the same page with that, yeah.
What will happen if a child is involved? Like if you and Melena do decide to have a child and she wants to be monogamous at that point, are you still going to divorce even if the child is involved?
Well, I don't know. That would probably be a big conversation we would have, hopefully, before anybody gets pregnant.
Gotcha. Interesting. Okay. But what would your stance be if you don't mind me asking? Like how would you present that conversation to Melena?
I mean, I imagine if a child is present, then the amount of like extraneous sexual activity is probably going to decrease anyway, just because people are going to be a little bit more busy relating to child stuff. But I mean, like, there's a lot of parents that get into like swinging and shit in their 30s and 40s. Like, it's not like you completely run out of time. It just, I don't know, it would depend on the specifics of the situation, I guess. But there's gonna be like some reasonable changes there too. Like, I'm not gonna be going out like on the first like 2 weeks of our baby being born, and Melina's like staying awake every night watching the kid, and I'm like out fucking random girls. Like, that's not gonna happen, right?
I hope not. Yeah.
But monogamous people do that, by the way, though. I mean, like, there are plenty of husbands that cheat on their wives right after they have kids. Like, that's not like an open relationship thing. That's the thing that lots of monogamous couples apparently have that issue. So.
No, I understand, but you know, it's a little different because it's kind of like, in a sense, like frowned upon when a monogamous person does that because that's considered cheating and adultery at that point, and it is in a way like unethical. But you can make it an excuse in an open relationship, being like, "Oh, it's a consensual, it's like ethical, it's not necessarily cheating." You know, I
Well,
think
but
it's a little
you
different.
still have boundaries, right? On terms of like when partners can fuck around and whatnot, right?
What are your guys' boundaries, if you don't mind me asking?
I think it's generally, I mean, like, they're pretty basic ones. Like, make sure that like nobody's shit talking the other person's partner. So like, Melina probably wouldn't want me hooking up with a girl that like fucking hates her. Make sure that we're relatively honest about who we're hooking up with, and make sure, yeah, basic stuff like that, I guess.
At one point, Melena kind of mentioned that it is like very important that she, like, whatever, for example, you're hooking out with someone, right?
Hmm.
That she also is seeing someone. She
Yeah.
mentioned that during one of her interviews and stuff like that, which to me that just sounds a little weird. Do you mind elaborating on that? Like, like, why do you think she's saying that? Where she's coming from? Where she believes that when you're hooking up with someone, she has to be with someone else as well.
Um,
Otherwise, it makes her feel uncomfortable.
yeah, I mean, I think probably her thought process, like, if her partner's out like hooking up with somebody having fun and she's not involved, she
Mm.
probably wants to be out like doing something as well. I imagine that, again, though, I think monogamous couples would be the same way, and we would be the same way in other regards too. Like, for instance, if your husband had plans to go out and like hang out with friends or whatever, you'd probably want to have friends at the same time. It'd probably feel pretty shitty if your husband is out like hooking up, or not hooking up, sorry. If your husband goes out to like hang out with friends and you're just like at home doing nothing, you'd probably feel pretty shit about that. So the woman would usually ask to either do the weird thing of going along with her husband's friends and then having that whole thing pop out, or have like a night with her girls where she goes out and hangs out too, right?
So you don't think that there is a difference between just hanging out with your guy friends or whatever versus like hooking up with another chick?
No, I'm not saying there's no
You don't
difference. I'm saying the feeling is probably similar. And that, like, wow, my husband's out doing
see.
something
That's
fun.
where I disagree. I don't think the feeling is similar. I think the feeling is very much more when you know your husband is actually like having sex with someone. I think there is a
Well,
little bit
what's the
more of
feeling
an
of your
emotional.
husband? Sure, it might be a little more, but it's like it comes from a similar place, I think. Nobody wants to
You
be
think
like
that
at home, like doing nothing while their partner's out like having fun.
so you think it's a feeling of more of a missing out,
No, it's
more
a
than
feeling of
it's
like
like.
it's the feeling of just like sitting at home, like doing nothing, or not being involved in doing anything fun while your partner's out like doing something fun.
So yeah, it's more of a feeling of missing out. You're saying.
If you want to call it missing out, sure. I don't know what you mean by
Yeah,
missing out, but
missing out. It's like, oh, somebody else is having fun while I'm not. I'm just like doing boring mundane shit kind of thing.
sure. Yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but see, like for me, I guess the the feeling of like having sex is more than just having fun, more than just missing out. Because just like you said, sometimes the emotions get involved, right? So if you're hooking up with someone that you might emotionally get attached to, wouldn't that be more, um, like the emphasis on that feeling would be more because again, the feelings are more. It's more than just having fun at that point.
I mean, it could. I guess that's like a risk. But again, this is a risk that like everybody has. This is why some monogamous people are like, you can't go out like and hang out. Like most monogamous people, for instance, would say like, you're not allowed to go hang out with another girl or another guy one-on-one. I think a lot of monogamous couples would probably have that boundary. There's probably a lot of boundaries related to people of the opposite sex when it comes to your partner going out and having fun. Probably for similar reasons, I would say, right? So I mean, like I think that,
You- Go
yeah. Sorry, go on.
ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was saying, I feel like monogamous people deal with jealousy in a lot of different ways too. That yeah, I don't know. I think it plagues their relationships as well. Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, do open relationship people also experience jealousy?
Probably some of them do. Yeah. Ayla is another person that does open relationship stuff, and she says she experiences like bouts of jealousy sometimes.
What about you?
I personally I don't, but I'm kind of a little off the. I'm a little off the norm for that.
You're a little bit off the norm for that.
Yeah.
How do you deal if Melina expresses a sense of jealousy?
Generally, I think Melina only has issues relating to that if she feels like she's not getting enough time out of me. So then the rectifying thing would be trying to I spend more time with her or do more things with her, right? If I'm kind of like neglecting her, I guess. Yeah. Like if we're not like spending enough time doing fun things together.
I gotcha. So for her, it's more of just like hanging out, doing some fun things and stuff like that. So you have to like satisfy that need before you can actually go and like have sex with somebody else, kind of thing.
Yeah. Like if I spend like 2 weeks streaming and working and we haven't done like anything fun or exciting, and then I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go see a movie and have dinner with a girl, she's probably gonna feel like a little miffed. But not necessarily because she's jealous of the girl, but more that like, why does
Yeah.
this other person like get to spend time with you, quality time with you, and I'm like just stuck at home and I just see you working, right?
Oh, true. So you know how like she does a lot of traveling and stuff like that? How does that work? Like after she goes off traveling and she comes home, like do you guys like decide to spend time together? Like what if you already scheduled like a hookup with somebody?
What do you mean?
So let's just say she is traveling for 2 weeks and stuff like that, right? And but you already scheduled a hookup on the week that she comes back, or do you know
Well,
that
no, we'll
not
be
to
like,
schedule
well,
a
yeah,
hookup?
we'll be doing things. We'll have things scheduled in advance. Yeah. Like if I know she's coming home, like there's no way I'm scheduling like to see a girl on like the day that she's coming home or something.
No, for sure, but like not even that week. Probably you're gonna wait another week or something, right?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
So, like for example, like do you have a time period where you're spending a lot of time with Melena, or is it just like a day or two after she comes back, or is it like a week or something?
Oh, I mean,
Like,
it'll depend on like how long I've been apart from her, I guess. Yeah, but like yeah, if I haven't seen her for like
okay,
months, it's probably not going to be like, oh, I spent one day with you, right? It's probably going to be more than that. I would imagine. I would hope.
would hold.
Yeah.
For sure, Steven. Yeah. Okay, so so okay, um, so we mentioned how you actually value fun more than I would probably argue you value fun more than anything else in when it comes to like open relationships and relationships in general, right?
Me, no, I mean, I value like love and romance and all of that too. Is a lot of fun as well. Yeah, for sure. I probably care about those things more than just sex, but
You actually care. Wait, so you're saying you prioritize love more
no,
than
I'm
you
saying these are things that
do?
I like. I care a lot about them. Like they're very important to me. Like for instance, like I wouldn't date Melina if I just had good sex with her. That wouldn't be enough. I'd never just date somebody because we have sex and it's fun. There has to be like romantic feelings there as well, or other types of chemistry has to be involved too.
Can you expand on that? So, like, when it comes to Melena and stuff like that, so besides just saying the ambiguous thing, oh, because I feel love for her, like, what makes her different compared to the hookups that you typically have? Because you said that feelings can be involved with other people as well that you just hook up with. So, what makes Melena like stand out in that?
I mean, of anybody that I've been with, romantically or
Hmm.
sexually, like I think Melina probably understands me and is able to tolerate me better than probably anybody else. Like we get along, we have a decent amount of stability considering how insane my life is. In terms of our relationship, I don't know any other person that could handle being in a long-term relationship with me. So that amount of compatibility is really important. We have like very differing interests, but we still have a lot of fun when we're together. Like it's relatively unique that usually I have to have a ton of overlapping interests with somebody to, maintain interest and whatnot. We still have a lot of like physical chemistry with each other. Like it's fun hugging and cuddling and all that. It's still like a really big part of our engagement with each other. We both like doing the same drugs. That's a lot of fun. She's been good for getting me to like travel more and do stuff. Like that's been a lot of fun. Like I don't know. She's just like a big like value add to my life in a lot of different ways. Like even if we end up like breaking up in the future, like my life has been measurably improved in a lot of ways by being in a relationship with her.
When you say overlapping interests, the only overlapping interest that sometimes I perceive as an outsider is simply sex. Like I don't think you're very into like traveling as much. I feel like she's more into traveling, experiencing different cultures, different foods, getting to like meet new people and stuff like that more than you are and stuff like that. I feel like she actually challenges you when she encourages you to travel. So like when it comes to overlapping interests, it seems like it's mostly just sex. maybe drugs, but um, so I don't know if I buy into the overlapping interests.
Well, I just said that I said we don't have that many overlapping interests, right? But I'm
Oh,
saying
I'm
that
sorry. I'm
despite the
sorry. I
fact that
didn't
we
mean
don't have that
to
many
make that.
overlapping interests, she pushes me on things that I wouldn't do. She is way more interested in travel than I am. That's true. But like
For sure, for
the
sure. Yeah.
fact that she's more interested in that than me means that she's pushed me to do and go to places that I probably never would have otherwise, right? I probably wouldn't have gone to half the
Mm.
European countries or New Zealand or any of that shit if it wasn't for her. So the fact that she has that interest and I don't, I think is like really good for me.
Yeah, I agree. It helps the girls. Yeah, for sure. Um, okay, so you value far more than well, so okay, you claim that you also care like you value love and loyalty and etc. a lot more too, but in general what I sense is that you put a lot of emphasis on fun. Would you advocate that other people, like everyone also gonna share the same beliefs as you? Like, do you think they should also emphasize fun
Yeah, I think
when it
so. I
comes
think
to
my
like
beliefs are
living?
better than the vast majority of people's. Yeah, I mean, most people are fucking miserable, and then people look at their relationships as fucking prison. It's like, yeah, I feel like my approach to life is generally better, but I mean, I'm sure everybody else feels that way, right?
But don't you think wouldn't the society actually suffer more if that was the case?
I mean, I think society is suffering like a great deal right now.
Yeah, but the society is suffering not because there's not enough fun. There might be other emphasis on why other reasons why society is suffering. But do you think when it comes to like society in general and the relationship, they should emphasize fun as one of the main reasons?
More than they do now. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do you believe you actually advocating for a majority of people to take on open relationships?
Or to try it out. Yeah, why not? Sure. Because people end up fucking cheating ananyway. How many relationships like both partners are cheating? Like, just at that point, you might as
I
well like
actually
try
don't
it.
know. I don't think there is actual stats on that. Like, what's the percentage of marriages where both partners are cheating and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know the data, but I'm going anecdotally to be fair. But I mean, like a lot of this is kind of like by feels.
It's because I feel like majority of the time when I was listening to interviews and stuff, you didn't emphasize, open relationship. You didn't advocate for open relationship, but I feel like you kind of switched a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't typically just because I don't want to do the arguments publicly because it's just annoying. But I feel like at this point, I've seen like
Yeah.
I get so many stupid questions from monogamous people, and then I see monogamous people relentlessly defending their relationships, and then I've met so many miserable fucking monogamous people, especially miserable like either virgin or religious or whatever relationship people that like that fact that like all of these people are out here saying their relationship style is correct, while like people all cheat on each other and like are prisoners in their own relationships and then are breaking up and getting into new relationships and are lying, blah blah blah. And it's like fuck, dude. At this point, fuck it, dude. If you want to try like an open or poly relationship, if it fails, who cares? Like your normal relationship is probably gonna fail anyway. Like yeah, I think I'd probably be a little. I'll probably in the future be a stronger advocate for my style of relationship because like yeah, why not?
Okay. 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 Um, but it's kind of interesting that you say that because so I know that you are a very big supporter of institutions, and let's talk about like the institution of marriage or something, right? So in regards to the institution of marriage, I feel like marriage would probably include, the partnership of two individuals who are ready to have children and raise children and stuff like that. And when it involves children and stuff like that, the stability is more important. So, but when you're emphasizing, oh, you know what, try out open relationship even within marriage and stuff like that, which causes a lot of like instability, a lot of emotional drama and stuff like that, even when kids are involved. So, like, how are you going to um how are you going to support the institution of marriage with an open relationship?
I don't know
Because
by
we need
keeping
to
your partner a priority. What do you mean?
keeping your partner at a priority.
Yeah, the same way you manage
So, like,
friendships and your relationship, right? Or the same way you manage work and your home life.
I again, I think you are putting less emphasis when it comes to like marital, like partnership relationships. You're comparing it to the same thing as friendships and stuff like that. There is a reason why there is a difference between friendship and emotional relationships, like married couple, love partners, and stuff like that. I feel like you are like diminishing the importance, the value of the partnership.
Okay. I mean, I disagree. I feel like monogamous people place way too big of an emphasis on sex or attraction, and I think that's why monogamy brain people end up running into like a lot of stupid problems, and then they set themselves up for like radically unrealistic expectations and end up leading to their relationships failing anyway. So, for instance, like the idea that like my husband should never be looking at another woman, or the idea that like my girlfriend, hopefully she only fucked like 2 guys before me, or you know, if she's looking at porn, I hope the guy doesn't have a bigger dick than me, and it better not be porn with black people, or my husband better not think that like women with bigger, but like I feel like monogamy brain people trick themselves into a world that's not real, that their partner is only sexually thinking about them at all points in time, that everything is like perfect in terms of like one person, soulmates, and blah blah blah. I feel like all that shit is insanely retarded, and I feel like statistically even like it's been proven that like this probably is not a good thing. It doesn't work. Like having only one partner or 0 partners doesn't predict even like higher relationship success. Like I don't know. I feel like there are so many dumb takes in terms of like monogamous stuff that like I'm willing for people to try the open poly stuff, see if it works, and then if it does or doesn't, then how am I not dodging this ever now? Then yeah, I mean if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I mean nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Like I mean if you try an open relationship and you lose and it fails and you just don't do it again. But at least you learn something about yourself, I think.
Where you're coming from, but I think the issue is when you're actually trying out polyamorous or open relationship, you are exposing yourself to a more opportunity for like trauma and stuff like that, which let's be honest, a lot of people carry their past trauma into their future relationships and stuff like
Wait,
that.
how's that
right?
even true? I feel like if you had 2 women and 1 guy, they'd have a higher chance of winning the fight if the husband was abusive, right? Is there really a higher chance of trauma in a multi relationship versus a single one? Like, I don't know if I believe in that.
But not all monogamous relationships experience abuse and stuff like that. I think it's a very niche thing you're bringing up.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of like what type of trauma would be like unique to multi-partner relationships.
I don't know, maybe like you actually experiencing a very strong emotional connection with someone that you had sex outside of your partner.
Sure, and like, no, I will stand tall on this. Listen, if you have sex with another person
Okay.
and it makes you not like your partner anymore, you should have never been dating in the first place, or you should have never been together with that person, or your marriage sucks shit, or that partner sucks shit for you. That's my view on it. If you're a person who thinks that you found like the love of your life, and then like you have sex with another person and now you're having serious doubts, you probably weren't ready for that relationship, or you probably were dramatically overestimating how much you love that person, or you're literally just like a prisoner in that relationship, and the only thing keeping you there was the exclusivity, which in my mind is more sad than somebody just cheating and leaving. But maybe that just made my view on
No, no,
things.
but let's be fucking honest. And a lot of times we're like human beings are fucking stupid as shit, right? We're like, we actually value lust. We think that lust is sometimes actually love and stuff like that. So let's just say you had sex with someone, right? And you think it's love. You think you love this person more than your partner, but it's actually just lust and stuff like that, right? So
True.
you actually like fucking leaving 4 years or 5 years of your relationship with that ex-partner for this lustuous feeling towards somebody else that you maybe met for like 3 months or something like that. Wouldn't you think it's stupid? The lustuous feeling can be very overwhelming. It could
Absolutely.
be like,
Yep,
yeah,
I
that's my
totally
point.
agree
So
with
like,
you, and I think that's a huge win for monogamous and polyamorous relationships, is that you actually get to explore that, realize how stupid it is, without jeopardizing your entire main relationship. Like, both me and Melina have had multiple points in our relationship where we have been, like, obsessed with another person for, like, a week or two. It's not even the most, like, uncommon thing in the world. But especially by this point, like, both of us know, like, oh, there's a new toy, super interesting, super fun for this person for, like, a week or two. But after a couple weeks of spending time with somebody, or a month, the cracks are going to show. You're going to realize like, okay, well, this person's probably not like better for me, or this person, like, I start to see the flaws now, blah blah blah. Like 99% of the time this is what'll happen. But in a monogamous relationship, people can mind fuck themselves way fucking harder on stuff like that. You get a crush on a girl or a guy at work, or you get a crush on some bartender or some server or whatever, and now you don't even know what it's like to explore that, and you end up throwing away your entire relationship. You cheat, you get involved in the relationship with the other person, and then that relationship ends in like a month that you threw away your main relationship for. Like, monogamous people do this shit all the time.
yeah, but polyamorous people, when they feel that way, they might probably like, what? Let's be honest, you probably spend more time with that girl, right?
Maybe for like
You
a
probably
week or
spend
two, but like there's nobody, like there are gonna be girls on this planet that I can have more fun
Yeah.
with in 1 week than Melina. Like that's just facts. And there's probably guys that she can have more fun with than me for 1 week. But we know that in terms of like long-term compatibility, nobody is going to match like what we've been able to do over the 5 years that we've been together.
And you don't think that Melina's head or your head?
I don't think so. If anything, it usually makes us appreciate each other more. Like there are people that I have a lot of fun hanging out with, and it is fun hanging out with them. And then, but when I go back to Melina, there are like things that I appreciate about her even more. Because I'm like, oh, like most people don't do this like sexually, or oh, most people don't know this about me like personally, or oh, I don't have the same romantic connection. Like I think generally that's what it's like usually when we're like hanging out with each other, is that we have a greater appreciation for each other.
So it actually makes you realize that you're meant to be with Melina.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you appreciate
like
more
that.
things about your main partner, especially like spending time with other people. But there's also fun things with other people too. Like I said, like people are into different things like sexually. I don't like anal that much, and Melina is super big on that kind of stuff. And I'm like, not much. And so if we are in a monogamous relationship, she's never exploring that with me. So she's like for the rest of her life. But with another person, she might enjoy exploring that more or whatever, and that gives her the opportunity.
You're saying that Melina is more into anal than you are?
Okay, could be anything.
No fucking way.
Could be anal, could be pegging, could be anything. I'm just saying, like, like, what? No. I'm sorry. Hold on, wait. I'm not saying she is. I'm just using that as like an example, right? Or say like I'm into like fucking like Asian girls. Melina's never gonna be able to satisfy that for me. Or say Melina wants a guy with like a 13-inch dick, right? And mine is 17 inches, so she's not gonna have a guy with that small of a penis. Right? I'm saying like these are things that like one person could have a preference for it. Yeah.
I was like, holy shit! There's a girl who's actually really into anal. Like I was actually surprised to hear that.
I feel like a lot of maybe just people I feel like a lot of girls that are into anal, but that's probably a big selection.
I feel like they're actually lying about it.
I don't think so, but there might be some that do actually. That's true. That could be.
I think like majority of the girls that I heard that are into anal are like porn stars and stuff like that. Like how can you be into anal? You have to actually clean your asshole as much as you can. Like
no, you don't have to do all that. You just have to make sure you haven't eaten recently.
It's
you've
nasty,
taken a shower.
Destiny. So you advocating starving yourself for like 3 days just because you want to receive anal?
You don't have to starve yourself for 3 days. Just make sure you haven't eaten in like the past few hours. No, you. I promise you don't. I promise.
Destiny, I've listened to what is it called? Pep Talk or whatever with Adam 22 and Lana, whatever. You literally have to clean your asshole for like 3 days. You need to use that, the water spray shit, and then
if you want to bring Adam onto here, there is 0% chance that he would say that. If you want to shoot a porn scene and you want to be absolutely crystal clear on camera, then maybe, and it's not 3 days, you might have to do a partial or a full enema and then fast a little bit. I think it might be 12 hours before the scene. No way are you starving yourself for 3 days though. That's maybe if you're gonna get like a 13-inch dick fucked all the way up in your stomach.
Okay? You never had to do it. You're a dude. Okay, we as a woman are the receivers. It's different for women. It's
worse for the guy. What are you talking about? If there's shit on your dick, the woman doesn't see that because the woman doesn't see the shit. She has no fucking idea. Her head's not attached to her ass.
And it's like, oh my god, it's the shit from my asshole, so it makes her feel insecure about it.
Hold on. How old are you? I'm sorry. Hold on. Don't listen. I have a lot of sexual experience. I'm getting virgin vibes from you. I don't know how much you. Okay, guys, absolutely have to deal, bro. If I could tell you how many girls I've hit from the back, and I'm like, you should have taken a shower before this shit. Girls have no fucking idea what their asshole smells like 99% of the time. Now, that's not the most common experience, but it is absolutely possible that a girl's ass has got some funky shit going on and she does not know getting hit from the back, and there's no way she's gonna fucking smell it. So the idea that like every girl knows what her asshole smells like at all points in time or can even see if there's shit, no, absolutely not, okay? Bro, I'm still, even at 30, I find girls who are gonna pick bits of toilet paper that they've rolled up in their fucking labia out of their fucking pussy, okay? Like that shit happens, okay? The idea that all women know at all points in time everything going on down there is absolutely not the case. I promise you, okay?
Bro, what kind of woman are you fucking that you're finding toilet papers in their labia? Like,
normally, if you go to clean up before sex, when you take the toilet paper,
take a shower.
You don't have to take a shower, but if you're gonna pee, you take the toilet paper and you blot it. If you're wiping your pussy before you go to hook up with somebody, I'm telling you, guys have picked it out of your pussy and you might not even fucking realize it because they're too polite to say anything. But it absolutely happens. A lot of girls will wipe before they hook up with somebody. I'm just saying, okay? Sorry. Okay. My bad. Back to my video game.
Okay. I mean, if there is a shit, it's gonna smell all over the room. But I want to believe you.
It's sex smells all over the room. If there's a little bit, sometimes. Wait, that's sex. What are you talking about? That's how it works.
Bro, if the sex smells that bad, like I don't feel like it's worth it. I don't think sex should be smelling like fucking shit.
Sex smells like sex. It's an overwhelming smell. Have you ever walked in a room where two people were fucking and they try to act like they weren't?
No, there's no smell. Maybe you see like their hair being distorted and like messy and stuff like that. But like no, if there is a smell, that means like she has a fucking fishy vagina or he has a fucking dirty gooch or something. That sounds nasty.
Wait, okay, hold on. I swear to God,
That,
I'm
that
not.
means they have like a
I know. I'm not
bad
trying to ask. I'm not trying
hygiene.
to ask. I'm not doing insulting. I am just curious though, because I don't know if you market yourself as anything. Like, are you a
I'm not a
virgin?
virgin.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
So I
But I
don't.
didn't have a lot of sexual partners, but that's not the
Okay,
point,
that's fine. And
Destiny.
listen. You might be lucky because I've been with a lot of different types of women, and there are in fact some women that have absolutely no smell and no taste. It's very, very, very neutral. I say maybe like 15 to 20% of women I've been with have like no smell and super neutrals. And there are some guys that don't sweat that much. So when you say that, that might be true, but everybody's pussy is a little bit different, and it is super common that if two people are in a room and they finish and then they're done, that room is going to smell like sex. It's not just going to be the fact that their hair is messed up. There are like natural bodily smells that go into like fucking each other. Like,
Yeah,
wait,
that's what might be one of the really good reasons not to do an open relationship because hey, if you don't want to smell like a smelly fishy vagina or a gooch or whatever, don't do open relationships.
or that might be a good reason to be a little bit human and understand that sometimes humans smell a certain way. Listen, you know what the biggest turnoff in the
Ew.
world is? You ever been with are you the type of woman who before you hook up with somebody, you're like, I need to go shower first?
100%.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. We come from different worlds, okay?
No, no, no. Here, hold on. Unless I've been dating that person for a long time, then you know what? I will have sex with them even after gym and stuff like that, even after I'm sweaty. But I might not like let them go down on me, but like I will still have sex with them and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm just saying that I think that people have like
It's like, what would you want a person's experience?
because
Why would you
people
want other person to be like, oh my god, you're a nasty bitch?
no, if you're nasty, if it's been like all day or you've been out in the sun or you go to the gym or whatever, that's different. But people ordinarily have like scents and smells associated with them, especially people that you like that people typically like to have. That's why one of the reasons why women keep like sweaters and shit from guys, or like if a partner goes on vacation, it's nice to like lay on their pillow or whatever.
But
Like
it's not a smelly shit.
no one
Destiny,
is
it doesn't
your
smell like
vagina.
shit.
Nobody's vagina should smell like smelly shit.
No, no, we were talking about anal, and you said, "Hey, if the room smells like shit, it's fine."
I'm saying
It's
generally
just
the whole
sex.
room won't smell like shit, but sometimes you can get in a little bit of dookie. You can get in a little bit of trouble, but
Yeah,
that's
but-
part of the cost of doing anal. But this is one of the I personally
Oh,
I
that's
don't
so
like that
nasty.
personally. That's why I don't do anal. But for other people that do, it's not the end of the fucking world. If it happens, it happens. You wipe it off and you move on.
So you're saying the only reason you don't like anal is because there is a potential of getting a dookie in your penis?
A little bit, yeah. That's why I don't like anal. Or I don't like anal sex at least. I don't like fucking somebody in the ass.
Wait, have you ever received?
No. But I don't like anal giving or
right.
receiving. But listen, if the right woman really wanted to peg me, you know, she was like, could I let you blah blah blah, you know, I consider it, sure. Or if any of the cast of Game of Thrones wanted to fuck me in the ass, okay? I'll give my ass to Rob Stark or Jamie Lannister.
Rob Stark?
A plus. Hell
For
yeah,
me,
I
it
would.
would be the
Because he dies
the
when Game
evil,
of Thrones was still
Lannister.
good.
For me, it would be a Lannister. No,
Jamie
no, no,
or Tywin?
No, the lady.
Oh, Cersei.
She's so fucking hot.
She is.
I want her to be a dummy mommy on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's. Oh my god, I love her. A powerful woman. Tell me what to do during sexy time.
Oof.
I'll take that.
Damn.
Take that from- yeah. Okay. Uh. Sorry. Okay, we're talking about Dookie now. I have another issue. Being able to. So, okay.
Yep.
Can I ask you? It's going to be a little bit more personal, and
More
if you're not
personal than
comfortable,
that? Yeah, go for it.
more personal than a dookie in your penis? Yes.
Okay, go for it.
So you and Melina have admitted yourselves that there are many instances where an open relationship dynamic has created like a lot of drama and turmoil in your relationship. So do you mind like opening up like what type of drama turmoil might have actually been caused in an open relationship? Because like majority of the time you guys talk about it, you
Yeah,
guys
you know what?
communicate about that.
I'm gonna rewrite. Listen, I've let people set the narrative on this too much, and I'm gonna reject some of this. When I say that a lot of drama results from our open relationship, I actually don't think that is the case. I think that the drama comes from both of us being fucking streamers. I think that's where a lot of drama comes from. Because me and Melina have had a lot of sexual.
Almost break up and something?
Yeah, but that wasn't because of that was a whole other relationship issue that didn't even have to do with our open relationship. That was just a different thing. But the
Sure, Destiny.
Okay. How many monogamous relationships? How long is your current relationship going on for? Yeah, pour that wine.
I don't
Okay.
have a.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Excuse
So
me, it's
slow down.
brute.
Brute. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so
Okay.
yeah, we have tons of we've had tons of sexual partners that are like off stream that are never related to stream that don't cause like stream drama, that don't have any huge dramatic things happen. I'm pretty sure every single highly dramatic thing that we've been involved in has been like streamer stuff. Has been related to like streamer stuff. Like whether I fuck these girls or not, there's probably still going to be like huge stupid fucking drama related to it.
When you say streamer stuff, like, are you saying like the viewers causing trauma? Like the
No, I'm
viewers,
saying that like the
maybe.
public pressure, people wanting to go on stream and fucking talk shit and like all these things, that these are like the huge instigators to where a lot of these like conflicts come from.
But if you guys were secure in your relationship, why would the outside instigators cause anything?
Because a lot of the times like the issues they cause aren't even necessarily related to us fucking. It might just be somebody really liking somebody else, or it might be, or like for instance, like there's hold on, I'm trying to think of how much I want to. The Bob
Hey,
Seven
go ahead.
stuff. Are you familiar with any of that? I don't know how old you are, or if you.
I just explain to my viewers.
It's a long story. I'm not going to get into it, but like that was arguably one of the most dramatic situations that I've been involved in on my stream, and that didn't technically involve like a person that Melina was like romantically necessarily like into. Like that was just like really weird like friendship stuff. Like that same situation could have played out the exact same way if we were like in a closed relationship versus like an open relationship.
Wait, is that the guy with like a sick dog?
I don't think so.
No. Because I've heard like there was a guy with a sick dog that Melina like, like.
Oh no, that's a
moved him
different
out, no?
that's a different thing.
Okay, there's a lot of going on in your relationship. Okay, gotcha. So, but you still saying that it was something where one of you was still emotionally involved in.
Yeah, but we get emotionally involved with friends. Like that happens, even to monogamous people, right? Unless
Yeah,
you
you
have
might
one of
get
those relationships where you say like
involved
you're
with-
not allowed to have close friends of the opposite sex, but then that has its whole own host of issues that comes up with it, I think.
But you still prioritize your romantic relationship over your friendships and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you should
might be-
you should prioritize your romantic relationship with your husband or your wife over like random flings, right?
Has it always worked out?
It's supposed to.
So, what the hell, Destiny? Why are you admitting that?
I mean, that's how it's supposed to go. Like the only thing like there have been times where we've had like big issues with our relationship, but like it's not necessarily caused by another person. It's because like whether or not me and Melina are actually compatible for a relationship has been kind of like the subject in question, basically. Like the big issue is that when me and Melina first met, Melina's very, 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 very young, right? She was 20 years old when we started dating, and I'm 30 years old. I already know more or less like what I want for relationships and how I want my life to play out. Whereas for her, she's still like, now she's like a lot more secure in that because she's 25. But especially being younger, like she had like to figure that out. That was the thing that she needed to figure out. Like when we first met, she was very much like a live and let live, and I love everybody, and I'll fuck everybody and date everybody and blah, 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 blah. But then as we were together for longer, she was like, well, hold up. I don't know if I want this like exactly crazy open lifestyle. I kind of want more commitment from my partner. I kind of want to be more like into just this or whatever. And that was like a thing that we had to balance back and forth and go back and forth on, because my feelings on that didn't change from the beginning. So, and then
You
like,
bring up because.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that, like, yeah, like our expectations for a relationship, hers changed a bit back and forth over time. Some because I'm a difficult person to get along with, but another just because she's getting older and she's growing. She's like figuring out like what she wants. So, which is fair, which is one of the risks of dating like really young people, you know?
Yeah. No, it's just I was actually listening to her interview with this conservative lady who was like being passive aggressive towards her, but nice at the same time, whatever. And Melina actually mentioned that the first ever relationship she had, she actually wanted to like commit to that guy and be monogamous, but that guy didn't actually want to be monogamous and he wanted to be in an open relationship. And then she changed her mind, and then she continued on with that open relationship and stuff like that. So, like, I wonder, again, we don't have her here, so she can't really speak for herself and stuff like that. But I wonder, like, if she actually. So, like, young people typically tend to change their minds based on what fits their current situation and whatever makes them feel a certain way and stuff like that. Like, I wonder if Melania keeps switching back and forth because it just seems right for her at that moment and stuff like
Well, I
that,
don't
or
think she
she's
switches
actually,
back and forth. Like when I found her, she was already
yeah.
in a super poly relationship. She already had a boyfriend and a fiance when I first met her. So she was already doing that before I ever met her, right? And then I think she probably gravitates towards open relationships. I think she's probably like similar to me and that she wants to do a full open relationship. The only difference between me and Melina is like the amount of time or the type of time that we like to spend with people. So anytime her thoughts are changing on it, it's probably not changing on whether or not she wants to do an open or closed relationship. It's just whether she feels like she's getting enough time with me, basically. Yeah. But I don't think that she's like had major changes necessarily in like open or closed relationships. Her major changes just have to do with the type of life she likes to lead, right? Like I work a fuck ton. Almost everything that I do like traces back to my stream somehow. Yeah, like that's a very particular style of living, right? Not everybody's comfortable, having like chat rooms evaluating your entire life, or revolving so much of
May
your
I
life around
ask
working on it. By the way, yeah.
you
Go ahead.
about your honest opinion about Melina? Melina might say one thing, but I want to ask you about your perspective about what she's going to say. If you were to come to her and say you want a monogamous relationship, how would she react?
I think she'd probably go for it, but I don't know.
So if you say you were open for a monogamous, she would say, okay, why do you think that is?
I don't know if she like necessarily has like as much fun with the extra sexual stuff or romantic stuff as I do. I mean, she still really enjoys it, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess I'd have to. Yeah, she might give a different answer. I don't know. We've kind of talked about that in the past, but
Why do you think she doesn't enjoy it as much as you? Like, I feel like as a woman, she probably has more options, right? She probably has her DMs filled being like, I'm ready to fuck you, and they're probably like good looking guys and stuff like that. Like, why wouldn't she enjoy it?
I don't
It,
know because I'm a guy and guys I probably have a fucking horny problem. I don't fucking know. It's which is different people have. I have a high proclivity for sexual activity. Okay, it's probably not healthy. So I don't know how many people would necessarily match like the types of.
so
I
you
don't
guys'
know.
like libido is different, kind of
No, I wouldn't say
sexual.
that. She doesn't really have libido, but like
Oh,
appetite for different partners is going to be maybe different. Yeah.
why is yours? Do you think is so different? Like,
Um,
why you specifically more inclined to having more sexual partners? Have you ever thought about it? Like, what in your history or whatever makes you more inclined for different sexual partners?
I don't know. Ask God. I don't know the answer to this.
Okay.
I have no idea. I'm not sure.
Is it because you think you can?
Um, is that a reason to do something? Is because you can do something?
I mean,
Maybe, you know
what
what? It
you
might
know,
just literally be an ADHD thing, like a dopamine thing. And new partners are exciting, and sexual activity is fun, and lots of sexual activity is a lot of fun, and maybe it's as simple as that, you know?
maybe I feel like it's more of, like when it comes to girls, girls are way more pickier. They pick specific partners and stuff like that who they have sex with, while guys are ready to have sex with pretty much everyone, but they don't have as many options simply because again, girls are more pickier. But I feel like because you are like a big streamer or stuff like that, you don't have that. You actually have a lot of options, so you like, oh fuck, I'm like have so many women who are ready to like have sex with me and stuff like that. So like, do you think that might be a reasoning?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, sure. I think there's probably like women have like a larger risk too, kind of when it comes to like new sexual partners. Like there's more stuff that can go wrong, and you have to kind of vet guys. Like the worst that can happen with me in a site, well, the worst for the girls that I fuck around is they'll stab and kill me. But generally speaking, like I feel okay if I have to fight to the death with some chick I'm with. But for a girl, it's a little bit
Right.
scarier because he's usually, they're a lot larger than you, and then there's probably there's a lot more social risk too for women involved in sexual activities. Like if it comes out that I fucked like 100 women, like nobody cares, or even I get like credit for it. Whereas for women, like people, like if you fuck a certain streamer, somebody might think like, oh, like the only reason you're even popular is because you had sex with this guy, or the only reason you got this
The cloud
opportunity.
and stuff.
Yeah, stuff like
Yeah.
weird stuff like that happens. Or people, or look at like what's happening with like that chick that Logan Paul is with, right? Nobody would ever do that with a guy.
Oh,
Like, oh my god, like this guy's been with
yeah.
so many girls. Look at how gross he is. Even though it should be just as gross on the guy's side. Yeah, so like
Pretty
I don't know.
pathetic. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean like
Yeah.
it's
No,
just
I agree.
yeah.
I was actually so surprised to hear that even when it comes to like porn industry and stuff like that, like the girls are more at risk because the guy who's doing porn, the video content with them can be like sometimes aggressive.
Hold on, wait. Your mic just got quiet. The guys are being more what?
Sorry. So even when it comes to like porn industry, what I've heard recently is that even if you're trying to work with professionals, the professional porn star guys can be very aggressive with the girls and stuff like that. And kind of thought that if you're going to be a professional porn star, you're going to be a little bit more chill, and you know that you might get canceled and not worked with and stuff like that, so you're going to be a little bit more respectful. But I've heard that even in porn industry nowadays, some guys can still be aggressive douches and just like abusive
I think the
individuals.
reality is that this is just my personal take, and if you're a woman, I think you should listen to this 100%. If you're in any type of industry with entertainment or any type of industry where guys have like a lot of power over women, they will always abuse and be rapists. That's just de facto. It just carries over from industry to industry. I don't know why that is the case. I don't know why.
Rapist.
Yeah, I think
You don't think
just,
that's a little bit dramatic?
no, I think you should treat every guy that you meet in entertainment, any guy that you meet as a streamer, YouTuber, whatever, is basically a potential rapist, because I think like half of them will go for the opportunity to. That's just from what I've heard and from what I've seen, that's how I would treat them. But yeah, I think most men are trash in these industries, so it doesn't surprise me. I've also heard a lot of stories in the porn world, people I know too, similar things with managers and everything as well. So, but that's just my take on it. Could be wrong.
Nowadays, a lot of guys are actually, more afraid of being canceled and stuff like that.
I
but
don't believe
they
that.
know.
I think people virtue signal about that publicly, but guys behind the scenes definitely do not act like they're afraid of getting fucking canceled. That's some shit they say when they go on fucking shows, to say like to farm points from their audience and shit. But men behind the scenes absolutely do not act like they're scared of getting canceled. That's some shit you say to normies and audiences so they feel like you've got like a big fucking struggle. It'd be interesting if guys were acting that way, but it's absolutely not true. And in my experience, if the guy is freaking the fuck out about that a lot, it's because he's probably a fucking rapist and he's worried he's gonna get outed. Or he's a child rapist and he's worried he's gonna get outed. Fuck him. That's some weird shit. Anytime the biggest red flag in the world for you as a woman should be talking to a guy who's like, oh, I'm so afraid that I'm gonna get canceled for raping somebody, in my opinion.
By the way, what's your definition of a pedophile? Just out of curiosity.
Fucks
Like, what
2-year-olds.
age? Because
2-year-olds. Half of them are.
2, you don't think like 12 would be considered pedophilic?
Yeah, that would probably be pedophilic too, yeah.
So like age, I remember you saying that age is kind of like an ambiguous thing, so what's your limit?
9.
So then 12 wouldn't be considered pedophilic then?
Only if
if
she
you're
was,
saying it's 9.
Only if she was Muslim, okay? Trying to respect
Oh,
my brother
God.
Muhammad here, alright?
Oh God.
6 for marriage, 9
otherwise
for
it's gonna be
consummation.
haram.
That's what he said, okay?
Yeah, otherwise it's haram, you're right.
True.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Wait. So okay. So I have heard recently that Melina is like getting more into like stuff with girls and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Can you elaborate like when did that start, and has it always been that way, where she's like more willing to have sex with girls, or like threesome with girls compared to guys?
I think in general, girls probably look better and they're a little bit more empathetic and emotionally intelligent, understanding of like sexual situations. And there's not as much of a stigma that goes along with it. There's not as much weird shit behind the scenes. There's not as much weird shit. So in general, it's just like if you're a girl and you want to fuck around with other girls, it's just generally a lot safer socially, physically, emotionally, like everything. Yeah, usually, yeah. Less of a chance of like somebody catching feelings and getting really dramatic. Less just like all of it.
You didn't answer my question, Justin.
Wait, what was?
So when did it started, and has it always been that?
I think it's probably always been that way a little bit. That she's kind of had like more of a preference for
Women? Really? It's not a new thing?
No, I think it's kind of always been that way. We've always joked about having like a third girlfriend and shit, yeah.
So like even before you guys started dating and stuff like that, she was actually more into girls and stuff like that? Didn't she
before we started dating, it seemed like it was guys, I think, but I could be wrong. But I don't know. I don't know too much about like her sexual history before we started dating. I haven't asked her. I don't know.
So why do you think that changed? If it was always guys,
I don't know
and
if
you
it's
said,
I don't know if it's changed. I'm not sure about that. I don't know how many girls she fucked or was with.
Listen, she's your wife.
Yeah, but she
How
was.
do you not know this?
Because I don't ask her what she was doing. She was fucking 17. We met when she was 20. I'm not gonna ask her like, what was it like when you were 16 and in fucking high school? Like, how many fucking 15-year-old pussies? Oh God, are they even developed yet? Oh fuck, you ever eaten a girl out who hasn't had her first period? Like, what do you mean? What the fuck kind of questions am I asking? Jesus Christ.
Oh, I don't know, Destiny. Maybe like a year before you actually started dating her?
No, why would
I don't think a year.
I don't give a fuck what she's done before we've been dating. Why would I give a fuck? I don't care. Maybe she was all girls. Maybe it was all guys. Maybe she fucked 500 NFL black dudes. I don't fucking know. Why the fuck would I care? Before we're together in a relationship, I don't care.
You don't care. It's not even like a curiosity thing. It doesn't mean that you're going to change your opinion about her. It's just like you're not even fucking curious about it.
if it comes up like in another conversation, maybe if she mentions like, oh, we should hook up with a girl, and I'm like, oh, have you ever done this before? And she's like, yeah. Then I mean, like maybe that way, but I don't know. I don't think we've had a conversation specifically about like
Her sexual history or your sexual history?
No, assortment of. I don't think I've had a conversation with almost any partner. No. When do I have like what is
so
it?
Weird.
Tell me what that conversation looks like. Are you just like, okay, babe, I've got my Google Docs open and I've got column A and B. How many people have sucked your dick? How many people have been in your pussy? How many people, like, what?
That's not how it works, okay? You're like laying in bed, you know, like just talking and having a conversation. You're like, oh my God, you know, like curiosity, like, before me, you fucked. Like, I don't know, like something like
bro.
that.
What do you think? I'm 22? I'm 34. I'm way too smart for those questions. You think I'm gonna be laying in bed with a girl and she's like, so how many before me? Fuck no.
I would say, you know what, bitch?
No, I would never date a girl that asked me those questions. Those are huge red flag questions. That's a woman that's looking to fucking fight, okay? If she's asking those questions, she's already got her chainmail halfway on and her long sword halfway out its sheath, okay? We're about to fight for the entire night when those questions come out.
Not all fights are bad. Not all fights are bad. Some fights are like, you know, fun. Bro, imagine having a relationship with a girl you never fight with. That's like a fucking boring life.
True. That's why I love fighting in all my relationships. Don't worry. I agree with you. But I'm just saying that, like, because of the type of person I am, and probably because of the type of person Melina is with, I don't think we're ever going to be in relationships where we're having those types of conversations. If you're having, like, huge security issues with like a partner's, like, sexual history, it's probably not going to work.
Okay, if you say so.
I do say so.
So you tell me that she was never interested in your sexual history. Fine. You weren't interested in hers, but you're telling me that she wasn't?
No, I don't think we've ever had this conversation. Like, if Melina were to say, like, if you were to ask me how many partners did I have before her, I don't think she knows. I don't think we've ever talked about it. I don't think we've ever,
Meet her in the stream so we can ask those questions.
Meet what?
Okay.
Oh. Apparently, we're both from the street, so yeah, you can find us both there at any point in time, okay?
Okay. So, hold on. So, does it make a difference for you if Melina has sex with, like, girls or guys?
No.
It makes zero difference?
Correct.
So, if she has more sex with, like, guys... sorry. You'll be okay with it? Sorry, I burped.
Yeah.
Sorry. It wouldn't make difference?
Nope.
Do you think it would make difference for her?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Or wait, the difference if I hooked up with guys or girls, or if she hooked up with guys or girls?
Well, okay, so in your opinion, it doesn't matter if she hooks up with more guys or with more girls or whatever. You think it's even. Like, who gives a shit,
yeah,
right?
I don't care one way or another, yeah.
Yeah, but do you think she would care if you hooked up with more girls or more guys or whatever? Like, if you hooked up with more guys, would she be like, oh my God, maybe Steven is gay or something?
No, I don't think so. I don't think any normal woman thinks that. That's some weird, like, ratchet hood girl shit. I think that generally...
Bro, no offense. If I was in an open relationship and my man had more sex with guys, I would be like, okay, should we talk about it? Like, maybe you're actually into guys. And maybe you're just, like, being closeted and stuff.
I stand by what I said earlier. I think that generally when people are thinking about cheating or people are thinking about their partner doing things, I think generally you're more threatened by people that are the same gender you are because there's more of like a competitive aspect, right? Like, I don't know if people will admit this or not, but like, I think if you're a girl and your guy leaves you for another guy, I think that feels a lot better than if your guy leaves you for another girl. Because you're like, well, fuck it. Yeah, it is.
Worse, Steven.
No.
Because you're like,
I know that I'm right.
What did I do?
No, I know that I'm right.
Did I convert my man into being gay?
Nah, you're not thinking that. You're thinking that mother. You know what you're thinking in your head? You're like, this motherfucker was gay the entire fucking time. Fuck this piece of shit. But if it's another girl, you're like, exactly. If it's another girl, you're like, are my tits not firm enough? Did she have better makeup? Do I need to do something to my nose? This bitch is 4 years younger than me. What the fuck does she? Why does he laugh at her jokes more than me? Blah, blah. You're never asking any of those guys if he leaves you for some fucking other dude, even if he's the hottest guy on the planet. You're like, oh, fuck it. Guy was gay the whole time. What
girls care? You think girls care about them being funny? You literally said maybe the other girls' jokes are like a little bit funny.
I think that if you're a girl and you see your boyfriend laughing a fuck ton at another girl's jokes, I think you're like, the fuck is going on with this bitch? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, 100% I do. Yes.
Guys don't do that, Steven.
Wait.
Girls do that.
Okay.
Wait. You know, girls laugh at guys' stupid jokes even when it's not funny. Guys don't laugh at girls' stupid jokes.
Guys are absolutely simp fucks. You're so wrong. Oh my God, I just realized something. Never mind. You're a queen, and you're absolutely right. Every time a guy laughs at a girl's joke, it's because she legitimately told one of the funniest jokes he's probably ever heard. I agree with
Did you
you.
say women are not funny,
I
Steven?
agree with you, and you are my queen. 100% I agree with you. I don't know what I was
Are you
thinking.
saying that women are not funny?
I don't know what I was thinking before. I'm so sorry.
Steven, that was the dumbest thing you've ever said in your life.
I agree. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
rescind. I take it back.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, wait, hold on. I have a question. So you
Yep.
say, oh, fuck.
Ask away.
So you don't care. You don't care if Melina has sex with guys or girls?
Correct.
Screw you, Steven! I had a good question for you.
Okay, let's say I do care. Then what's your next thing?
I would have been like, if it feels better that she has sex with girls, why is that, Steven?
It would probably be because I would feel more of a competitive edge with like any guy she's fucking, right? Like if
So
Melina.
you don't feel any competitive edge with any guy?
No, I'm fucking awesome. Why would I feel competitive with some random dude? What do you mean?
When I... Okay, what if it's not a random? What if it's a guy from Fresh and Fit?
Why would I care if she's fucking someone? I mean, like, it would probably be annoying because they would like shit talk about it, but like, I understand who I am. I know the value that I bring to people's lives and relationships and everything else. Like, I understand like what my strengths are, what my weaknesses are. Like, if my girl is like, I want to be with a guy who's like 6'2" or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, I mean, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm not gonna feel bad about it. Like, that's just some people just have preferences like that. I might want a girl that has like triple D tits. Like, if you've got small tits, why feel bad about it? Like, it's a thing out of your control.
Do you actually think that girls care about the height? I always wanted to date a guy who was taller than me, so I care about the height in that aspect.
I don't-
never
yeah, I
cared
don't think
about
they-
a guy who's like 6 foot.
Sure, I don't think they generally do. It's an example. There are
Yeah.
some girls that will care. Some people have specific preferences. Some girls really want guys that are super muscly. Some girls want guys that are in a certain hobby. Some girls want, yeah, it just happens. Like there are certain girls like that. I just will never appeal to them. So, but it's, I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. Like, yeah.
Truth. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. This is gonna potentially get sensitive, but you know you can.
Oh, okay, we haven't gotten to that point yet. Go ahead. Yeah.
Do you think Melina feels protective over you? So
Protective?
As you know, yes, protective. So as you know, certain individuals from the red refer to you in a specific term that starts with a C.
Are we talking about the cuck word?
Yes, it is the cuck word. So a lot of the red pill individuals refer to you as a cuck word, even though you don't actually fit the description. So I don't know what's up with that. But do you think that Melina feels protective over you because you get so much shit? Because a lot of individuals can't really stand up to you when it comes to your ideas, so they start attacking your character and they call you cop and stuff like that. So do you think she feels protective and she feels like she needs to defend you?
I think she probably would if it bothered me. But since I like largely don't give a fuck, I don't think she does. But I think like if this was something where I was like offline, I was like, this is something that's like been really bothering me, or like I really don't like this aspect of people insulting me, blah blah blah. Then I imagine she would. She's like a normal human, yeah.
Reason I'm asking that is because recently what I've noticed is that she's been emphasizing a lot more that she's interested in women instead of sleeping with other men. That's why I'm saying that. Like, I feel like before she didn't have that emphasis of, like, she didn't even mention if she was sleeping with guys or girls and stuff like that. But now she, like, tries to make a statement that she's sleeping with women more. So, and it sounds like a more of a defense mechanism because she's like, oh, Steven is not a cock. Because, you know, I'm actually more interested in women because women are objectively more beautiful, more sexy. And I just find it more sexually appealing to sleep with them. To men. Just sounds like a little bit more of a defense mechanism.
I mean, it might be a little bit. It might be born out of a little bit. I don't know. I could talk to her about it, but I mean, like I said, like I
Haven't talked to her about it?
no. 'Cause-
Steven, she's your wife.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck about what random virgins on the internet say about me. None of this shit carries over into my real life. I'm never, like, the issues or the problems that I have in my life are so much more important than what does a random guy who's had one girlfriend in his entire life in the 4th grade think about me online. Or some guy that has gotten laid
Again, you're being
twice.
selfish in that aspect because you think it doesn't bother you. But what makes you think like it doesn't bother your women?
I'm not
Your
saying it
women
doesn't
is, like,
bother her.
with
I'm
you.
saying that if I was showing a lot of care, like if it seemed like it was bothering me, I think Melina would care a lot.
But
and she'd
again,
do
you're
something
being
about it.
selfish. Like, maybe you're not showing it, but maybe it actually still affects her and stuff like that. And you're not, like, you know, touching bases with her in regards to that. It's kind of, like, fucking selfish. I'm sorry.
What do you mean? I mean, we've talked about it a little bit, but I've just said like, no, I don't care. None of this bothers me. Like I've been
Did you
online
ask her
for.
if it bothers her?
I mean, like the comments that people make about her are annoying, but I mean, like, there's nothing I can do about that other than I
No,
don't.
no, 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 no.
What?
One thing you don't understand that if I had a man and if my man was getting a lot of shit talk, I would be offended for him. Even if I knew that it didn't bother him, I would still be like, why are you shit talking my man? I know how he is. I know who he is. Like, and I'm his wife and stuff like that, and I wouldn't be there to support him, and I would take offense for him. So it's not even that it bothering you. Have you touched base with her about if it bothers her? Simply because she's with you, she's your wife, she's connected to
I
you.
think because of
No
the
matter.
lives we both live, because of how super online everything we do is, I think if that was something that was severely bothering her, our relationship probably just wouldn't work. I think we would have been broken up a long time ago. Because like my whole life is people attacking me like crazy online, and hers a lot is now too because we're so online. I understand what you're saying. I think that'd be a pretty normal thing. Like if you were a normal woman and you were dating a normal guy, and some other dude was like, "Oh, this guy's a fucking pedophile," like fuck you. You'd probably like, "Why the
Exactly.
fuck are you calling my man a pedophile?" Right? But like we're online and people are saying wild shit about us literally constantly. I think at this point we're probably just both kind of used to it.
Oh, like I feel like certain things you can never get used to it. Especially like when somebody calls you a cop when you're not a cop.
Well, see, that's why you and I would never work out.
Wait,
Way
what?
What?
Wait, what?
I said pretty soon I'm gonna have to work out. So, do you have any other questions?
Wait, I'm so confused. What? I was like, yeah, you understand me. But then I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense.
I'm saying that people live online lives, and people that deal with people that live online lives all get used to some pretty crazy shit. Like you have to. If you don't get used to it, then you break down and eventually you quit. That's generally what happens. Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you, yeah. But I feel like girls get more shit than guys do when it comes to like online lifestyle and stuff like that, right? I'm assuming that Melina probably gets way more shit about her body count, about her sleeping with other people compared to you. Simply,
Not that
by
much
nature
because
of you being
like
a woman.
I think that it's interesting. I guess it just depends on how you look at it. Like in some ways women get more shit, but in other ways they don't, because a lot of these people in the red pill space don't even see women as like actually humans. So like women, the most shit that women get is they're just vectors that are used to attack men. Like when people talk about Melina being a slut or a whore, blah, 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 they're not actually saying that because they're trying to tear down Melina. They don't really even care that much about Melina. They're trying to say that to tear me down. So I agree. Now, from a woman's perspective, it probably just feels like shit. Like, yeah, you feel horrible about it. And I agree, it is horrible and you should feel bad. But a lot of people in these like red pill spaces, they don't even view the women as like independent people with their own minds and thoughts and like bodies and experiences. They're just like people that you can use to attack the men that they're with, basically. Like, look at how many people are saying, look at how much Logan Paul is tarnished because of the woman that he's with. Like, it's insane.
That is pretty crazy. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. Do you think? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, so if a Melina changed rules to only allow other girls in threesome, how would you feel?
We'd have to talk about it a lot. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Would you ever be okay with like, okay, Steven, let's not do like monogamous, like let's not do open, let's do polyamorous, but involve another women, like, and we can have sex with her and we can have an emotional relationship with her. How would you feel about it?
But it has to be like with all three of us.
What do you mean?
It has to be like a three.
Yeah, it's a polyamorous relationship.
But that doesn't necessarily always mean all three at the same time, right?
Oh, I see what you're like. Sex, not all at the same time.
Well, no, not even sex, but like there are people. I have a very particular way of engaging with people that's like super fun for me and super fun for other people. And Melina's a bit different.
Can you elaborate on that?
If we ever hang out, you'll understand. But these are things that are fun for me, and the way that I engage with people is like pretty unique, and it's different in a three-person environment. It just the vibe and the energy and the attention and everything is like way different, because now you've got like one couple, a third person that's being brought in. Different people's feelings need to be protected, right? Melina's feelings need to be protected so that she doesn't feel like I like the other girl more than her. The third person that's brought in's feelings need to be protected so they don't feel like a third wheel. It's just like that that engagement is like really complicated, and sometimes it's better.
But you still have to do that in an open relationship. You have to still make Melina feel like number one and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You
but
still
no,
have
no,
to
no, no, no,
consider
no, but
her.
not at the same time. Like when she's hanging out with whoever she's hanging out with in Sweden, she doesn't have to think about like, is like Steven gonna be upset if I do this thing or blah blah blah. Or when I'm hanging out with girls here, I don't have to think like, is Melina? Do I need to include her more because we're like completely separated right now, right? She's in fucking Europe and I'm in fucking America. So yeah.
Interesting. So you would actually still choose open instead of polyamorous.
If you're saying poly based on 3 people all together, yeah, that's
Yeah, like
yeah.
more emotions involved when it comes to all people.
All
involved in
3
that.
people the same, and yeah, I tend
Yeah,
to
yeah.
shy away from that because because of the way that I engage with people is a bit different. Yeah.
Dang. Okay. So you don't actually wanna, like, if you had to choose, you would want to not be emotionally involved with other people except for Melina.
Well, no, I like
If you
being
were to
emotionally
choose.
involved with other people. But doing it with 3 people is very, 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 very challenging. It's very difficult to do.
But you actually want to be, so it's more than sex for you.
Yeah, of course. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I think just at
whole
this point in
point-
my life,
wait,
just
wait, the
hooking up
whole
with
point-
somebody is.
The whole point of an open relationship is actually just sex. There's no emotions involved with other people besides your partner. What do you mean?
Not
Why would you
necessarily
wanna be
true. What do you
involved
mean?
with
You can
other
have
people?
emotions involved with other people. I think that's when it's the most fun, right? Just hooking, like just doing a series of one night stands, I think is really boring. I don't think that's fun at all.
So like, if you potentially had feeling with someone else, you would be actually spending your valuable time with that individual to satisfy your emotional needs. So is there any sense where Melina is not meeting your emotional needs?
No, it's just different people provide like different things. Like I don't know how to explain it. How many? Wait, can I
You
ask?
said like
Wait. Can I ask?
every
Wait,
time with
real quick. Can I ask how old you are? Do you ever say, or is that secret?
You know what? I kept it a secret, but then I embarrassed myself in the whatever podcast. So I feel like I need to reveal my age. Otherwise, just cringe as fuck.
Okay. What is your age?
45.
Did you say 45?
5.
Did you say
25?
25? Oh, it keeps cutting out. Okay, 25. I was gonna say you look really good
I
for 45.
typically say
Jesus.
that I'm 69. I call myself Gilf, but that's just cringe as fuck.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
like,
Okay, I don't know
yeah.
why you're embarrassed by your age at 25. You're spending way too much time in these spaces. If that's an embarrassing age, Jesus Christ. Okay.
No. It's not embarrassing age. It's more of like there's certain things that I don't want to reveal about myself. Like I don't want to reveal like where my parents are from and stuff like that because like you're so putting yourself out in public's eyes
Sure, I
that
understand.
you want to
Okay.
keep some. Yeah.
Okay, cool, gotcha. Okay, that's fine. How many? Do you mind saying how many relationships you've been in? Like how many serious ones? When I say serious, like you've dated at least like 6 months.
2.
Okay. Do you feel like that those 2 partners were pretty different, or
Very different.
do you think that? Now I understand that you're not necessarily for this or with this, but like in an ideal world, do you think it would be fun if you could get the best of both of those guys at once? So not, I'm sure there are reasons why both these relationships ended, but if you could have like, oh, like this, there was a thing that I really liked with my first boyfriend that was super fun. It doesn't have to be sexual. And there were things that I really liked with my second boyfriend that were really fun. It'd be super cool to like share both of these things, like even at the same time in life. This would potentially be like a cool thing. I think that's when I think of like romantic attachment. It's not like one person isn't fulfilling me, but it's just that like one person isn't gonna be able to fill every single box in your life. It's just like nobody can do that unless you like clone yourself or something, you know?
But I think that's a good thing. Like, so to answer your question, I would say no. The reason why I think there is actually a good thing to be, in a sense, different yet compatible with your partner. If you actually have a partner that actually fulfills all your needs, then you're not necessarily growing. You're not evolving because that individual is satisfying every fucking checkpoint of your life. So you actually being very stagnant as an individual. So no, I think there is something beautiful and something good about having a partner that is compatible yet very different from you and challenges you.
That's fine. It doesn't contradict anything I said though. Sometimes it's just fun to have people that are completely different from each other. I just think
I
that's
think it contradicts That's
Okay.
what you. You
I
said like
just
what
I
if you
think
could have
it's
the best of both worlds, Destiny.
okay. You don't want the best of both worlds because you
Oh.
like to limit yourself. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I live an
No, maybe
unlimited
because
life.
I'm a realistic person
I'm
and you're a
listen.
fucking dreamer.
I am a dreamer and I'm living a dream life. What do you want me to say? Okay.
Yeah.
I have the lucky opportunity to get really good things from different types of people. I can't get every. What if Melina really likes me because I'm intelligent, handsome, charming, hilarious, successful, huge dick, obviously all the traits that I have. But what if she really thought it'd be fun to have a guy that wanted to go like free climbing up the side of a mountain and then camp for like 4 days, like on some mountain or whatever, right? I'm
That's
probably.
called friendship. She doesn't necessarily have to have sexual relationship
What
with
if she
that
wants to fuck
person.
him while she's out there too? Because fucking in a tent under the fucking moonlight in the middle of nowhere is like a really fun experience. Well, you know, that's probably an experience that she's never gonna get with me because
You know
fuck that
what,
shit.
Steven? In a realistic world, if you're fucking climbing up the mountain, you're so exhausted that you don't want to fuck another person.
There's always energy
Let's
for
be
fucking. There's always energy for sex, okay?
No, you're
That's
just
right.
horny as fuck. That's the only
Exactly.
reason.
All right, listen, sex is just two people laying on each other, right? There's always some room for it, okay?
That sounds like a boring sex then.
It's better than no sex.
And you're all about.
Listen, Google, there's a whole fetish called cock warming. You can do all sorts of fun things where both people are barely fucking doing anything, okay? Trust me, you can always find a way to have fun, I promise, okay? Climb to the mountain, take a fucking nap, okay, and fuck later. There's all sorts
Steven,
of
you're
things you can do.
contradicting yourself.
What am I contradicting myself on?
You're contradicting yourself in a sense where you're like, oh, the whole thing about open relationship is that, it's fun. You try different things with a different partner. It's not, mundane, boring shit. And then you're saying like, oh no, like sometimes mundane, boring shit is fun.
Sometimes what?
Even with a different mundane, boring shit is fun, even if it's a different person. No,
Wait,
the whole person about.
Hold on, wait. I think we might be misunderstanding each other. Mundane and boring shit can be some of the most like fun stuff in a relationship. I don't know what you mean by that. Or what did I say that gave you an indication that I hate anything mundane or boring or whatever?
Because you may a lot of time insinuated that like when you're fucking different people, you are actually experiencing like different shit. It's not the same consistent mundane shit. You know what
Well,
I'm
sometimes you
saying?
want more than like what can be like boring and fun. Like I don't know, it just depends. Like there's different things. Like for me, like I've had super fun moments in my life where it's literally just like cuddling up with a girl and like watching a movie in the backseat of a car, like in a convertible, like on a fucking lookout point or whatever. That's like something that I've done a few times, like in Malibu. That's super fun. Or taking a laptop to like the beach and watching a movie. These are like really simple things that I think are super fun. But it's also fun fucking two girls at the same time. That's like an awesome, super amazing experience as well. But that's not like mundane or boring at all.
Is it so okay? Is it weird that I cannot imagine you going to a beach watching a whole movie while cuddling a woman?
That's good. I'm glad. I got a very wide gamut to my personality spectrum. That's why people like me so much. Yeah, no
Steven,
shit. That's
you're the
fine.
type of guy who goes to like a fucking podcast and has to like be on his phone or play like a video game because you can't keep like focus. And you tell me that you're able to go to a beach and watch a goddamn movie with one girl?
Well, listen, if what can I say? I'm just a man of many talents.
Uh-huh. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure, Steven, you're like a goddamn hero.
Yeah, basically, I am. Thank you. True, I am actually.
Welcome. Okay. Do you feel like you enjoyed the chase more than the final destination when it comes to sleeping with women?
I mean, there's like some fun aspect of like, will you, won't you? That can be fun. But like chasing hard to fuck targets? Nah, I don't think so. That's maybe when I was like in my early 20s, that kind of idea was fun. But if I feel like I've had a chase to like play a game.
What do you mean?
Like other like famous streamers or shit like that, or people that are like more exclusive, or like virgins, I guess. Some people are obsessed with that. Like, I think maybe there was a point in my life.
With virgins?
A few, maybe, yeah. Why?
You obsessed with virgins?
If
You
somebody
have a virgin
really
fetish?
wants to, I don't have a virgin fetish, but if somebody really wants to, I mean, I'm not gonna rule somebody out for it.
No. Why are you talking about other people? We're talking about you, Steven.
I'm saying that when you say that there is a fun for a chase, I'm saying that like maybe in my early 20s there's like that kind of idea, but no, I think generally as long as people are like pretty straightforward, like there can be some sexual tension between like are you gonna hook up with the person or not, but like chasing people and that type of thing is not something I'm like too hyped up on. Yeah.
So if you met a virgin, you telling me you wouldn't actually try extra hard?
No, fuck no. That's creepy and weird. Generally with virgins, I usually have more restrictions. Like if somebody wants to have their first time with me, I think it'll be a really fun time and I can help them through a really fun time. But also some people have like really weird hangups for that, and I'm not leaving my wife for a virgin, so I don't want somebody to like get obsessed with me because I like gave them the first time. So there's like a higher vetting process for that kind of experience.
So you think virgins become obsessed even?
I think that if you are a virgin, the likelihood of you becoming obsessed is probably a lot higher. Yes.
I kind of agree with you. Because I feel like if they're losing their virginity to you, they're kind of like, oh, this is the person that I want to lose my virginity. This is the it person. So I feel like they have a tendency to become obsessed with you.
It could be. But it could
Yeah,
also just be that, like,
it
oh,
is.
this person is, like, patient and not a rapist and blah, blah, blah. So it's, like, a overall better time than trying to lose my virginity to some retarded fucking 19-year-old dude, which is probably better. But then also, it's hard because if you're a virgin, you don't know how you're going to respond emotionally to a person after you've had sex with them because you don't even have a baseline for it, so.
Have you ever had a virgin who you had sex with who started crying after she had sex with you?
No.
You never had a person who cried?
No.
Good for you.
But if I'm having sex with a virgin, like, it's going to be really clinical. Like, it's not going to be like I love you and look into my eyes and this is so special, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's going to be, like, really high communication, like, a lot of stopping and starting. Like, it's going to be, like, a pretty, I don't want to say sterile, because it's going to be fun, obviously, but it's not going to be, like an ultra fucking romantic, emotional time, because that sounds like you're just, like, trying to...
How is it going to be fun when they're going to be afraid of you doing anything? It's not
Well,
going to be fun.
they shouldn't be-
Sex with virgins is...
If they're afraid, then you've probably already fucked up.
I just had a friend who told me she cried after she lost her virginity, and I feel like that's traumatizing for both people.
Not
So that's why I
necessarily.
was
Some people
asking.
cry after sex just because, like, sex is it's a lot of stuff going on, like, hormonally. Like, sometimes people just have really extreme emotional responses.
I don't know. I feel like it would traumatize me. Like, if a guy started crying after he lost his virginity to me, I would be, like, freaked out.
Why?
I would be like, what the fuck? Why are you, like, putting so much emphasis on that? You see what I'm saying?
They're a virgin. For some people, their first time is really emotional. What do you mean?
No, it's just weird. Like, I don't think you should be crying about it. You should be, like, kind of, like, neutral or ecstatic.
It's
Not, like,
a really
sad.
big emotional experience. Do you remember the first time somebody else made you orgasm?
But it's like, it was like a good feeling. Like I said, I'm laughing about it. I wasn't crying.
Okay,
I have a
that's good for
tendency
you,
to
but I think
laugh.
some people can have like a really extreme emotional experience to like the first time somebody gets them off, especially if you're having sex. You've got a whole person's body on you, especially if you're a woman. You got another dude putting his fucking dick inside of you. That's like it's a huge thing of trust. It's a huge thing of like somebody else is in charge of like how my body feels. For a lot of women, before they have sex, like penetration is really fucking hard. So having another
But
person
in
doing
my-
it is like, it's a
I
big
get
deal.
you, Steven, but in my opinion, I feel like it would be more traumatizing because they're like, holy shit, somebody penetrated me, instead of like something exciting. And so that would traumatize me as a man. If they started crying because they feel guilty, they feel bad about it.
They don't feel.
So,
That's
like,
just
I
because
would-
you're immature. It's like a 19-year-old guy's take. Some people just cry after sex. It's an emotional thing. It's okay if somebody's crying. You just hold them, shut the fuck
Have
up,
you ever
and
cried, Steven?
no, I don't cry. I'm not a crier.
Because you're the man.
I'm
don't
the man.
cry?
True. I'm that guy.
You're
Yeah,
the Sigma man.
absolutely.
Right. Okay. all right. So, ooh. So, you said on Lex podcast, you tend to go for unstable and crazy bitches.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said
So-
that. That was stupid. What I really mean to say is, I like people that are interesting. Crazy people tend to be more interesting, so I interface with a lot of crazy people. But the reality is most crazy people are actually pretty boring, and like once you figured out their craziness, then you lose interest very quickly. Like, so I make that joke a lot about like, oh, I like crazy people. But if you look at the women that I've hooked up with for the longest, there's probably like 3 or 4 right now in my life. They are incredibly emotionally stable people, and they aren't crazy at all. Oh, look at like Melina. Melina's not crazy. She's my wife, right? So I mean, like, yeah, I like it's fun to kind of like joke about, and like crazy people can be really interesting for a day or two, but generally, like once you figure out like why they're crazy, usually they're just really boring, and it's like too much drama.
Okay,
and stupid
maybe. Okay, define what you mean by crazy.
stuff. BPD, fucking, they're on
So
more than one
just
medication a
actually
day.
individual with mental illness.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean by crazy.
So you are attracted to women with mental illness?
No, I'm just saying sometimes interesting people also tend to have a lot of Prozac on them. You know, it just depends on.
So you're interested in a woman who potentially could cut off your dick?
Yeah, but I mean, like, imagine if you finish a sexual interaction and you're happy that your dick wasn't cut off, I mean, like, that's just like a whole extra bonus that you don't get with every type of woman, you know?
Why would you want to even put yourself in a situation where you have 50% chance where your dick is gonna be cut off, Steven? That sounds suicidal. Why
Well,
would you want that?
it's exciting, okay? You ever ride a fun roller coaster? Why do you do that?
Yeah, it's an adrenaline rush, but I know I'm not gonna die.
Pretty sure I'm not
There's
gonna
a
die. I haven't
90%
yet.
chance. No, there's a 50% chance where a crazy fucking girl with like schizophrenia could cut off your fucking dick because she thinks it's a demon.
If there's a 50% chance that a girl like that will actually kill you, I should be playing the fucking lottery, okay? Because I'm at like a 1% survival rate right now.
Okay, but why do you think you're interested in those mentally ill?
I just like interesting people. Listen, normal people sometimes are kind of boring.
Okay, normal people does not necessarily equate to mentally health people.
Yeah, there are normal, boring, mentally unwell people too. There are like girls that have depression that just sleep in bed for 15 hours a day. I wouldn't be interested in that person either, okay?
Yeah. Okay, so but you actually prefer mentally ill people who are capable of something horrendous.
No,
So,
I
like,
just said
you wouldn't-
I like interesting people, and a lot of mentally ill people can
Yeah,
be
interesting
as well.
people who could potentially harm you.
Yeah,
in
but I'm like,
real
in
life.
general, the best type of person is a really interesting person who's not mentally ill, okay? Like I said, like, the people that have been in my life the longest right now, personally, like, romantically, sexually, are people that are very much, like, very sane. They're very, very, very sane.
And what makes them so interesting, Steven?
High levels of introspection or self-reflection, great willingness to deliberately work on themselves, so they have something to show for a lifetime of experiences they've accumulated that make them like a more mature, well-rounded person. Could be some amount of like sexual chemistry or whatever that they are able to
So you're
like engage with in a
telling
really
me individuals who are extremely self-aware and know their weaknesses and their strength are the individuals who are more interesting.
yeah, that type of person
That
is
sounds like the most fucking boring pick-me people ever.
you know what, it's just not at all surprising that you would think that.
What the what do you mean?
It just sounds like something you'd say.
You don't think I'm a very self-aware individual, Steven?
If you think that people
Fuck that.
being self-aware and putting work in themselves makes them a pick-me, or do you want to do you want to take back that statement?
So, like, a lot of people could potentially argue. Potentially, I'm not the one supporting that argument.
Okay.
Potentially argue that the cray-cray person by the name of Everything Pearl is, you know, a girl with very much.
Hold on, your mic is cutting out
self-awareness.
because you're being cute and talking quietly. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, you're right.
That's
So
right.
what I was trying to say is
There
the
you
individual.
go. Oh, I closed my eyes. I remember being back in Hialeah, my grandma's house, and you open your voice that way. Are you? What is your background? Are you Hispanic or?
I will message you separately.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Okay, sorry. Go
Yes.
ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
So, the individual who a lot of people would refer to as aka self-aware, aka pick-me individual by
Oh, I was just self-aware how to be a pick-me.
because sometimes for majority of people it could correspond, like, you know, go together.
I do not
potentially.
know at all how you get those two things together, but okay, but go ahead. A pick-me person. Go ahead.
By the name of Everything Pearl or whatever her name is, Pearl.
Just pearly things. I don't know where ever. Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, a lot of people might argue she's a pick-me girl, but a lot of people might argue, you know, she's just trying to be self-aware.
Yeah, she's
I'm not
absolutely
necessarily-
not self-aware.
No, she's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And let's be fucking honest, I have a theory about her.
Oh,
You want to
boy.
hear the theory?
Rejected by
I
boyfriend in high
think-
school, secret lesbian. What?
No. I think she's actually faking it.
Oh, grifting. Wow.
After she makes enough money, she's gonna come back and be like, suck bitches. I actually like faked all of it. I think women are awesome. I think men suck ass. Peace out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I think she's actually writing the red pill,
Manifesto.
the red pill agenda, whatever, to make more money. But I feel like she's gonna be like, I was actually faking it.
Okay, well, you know, if she does that, I'd give her mad props, so.
That would be insane. I would actually like applaud her if she does that.
I
Because
would
right
too.
now it's actually kind of ridiculous. I feel like she tweets out things that she actually like doesn't mean it. She knows it's gonna instigate some controversy and stuff like that, but I don't know if she actually means it. It's just too crazy, too crazy. If that was if that was fact, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know I know exactly what you mean. It's for Twitter is pretty fucking wild.
Yes. Okay. So you say that you don't technically date girls that are cray cray. Okay. But okay, but you said okay, so you don't date girls that are cray cray, but you still date girls who are mentally unstable, aka schizophrenic or bipolar. So in that sense, why are you attracted to them? So just
I
because
just
it
said it.
puts
I'll
your
say it
life
again.
into danger?
I just like people that are
Like,
interesting. Okay, that's it.
yeah, potentially people who could kill you.
I
So
mean,
you telling me your life is that boring that you potentially put yourself to risk where you're dead?
sure.
Steven, do you think you could live your life without your dick?
I'd probably be a lot more productive.
So wait, but you think you would be able to like if somebody cut off your dick but not your balls, would you want to continue on living?
Yeah, of course. I got a lot of things to live for. Yeah, I'd probably be way more. I'd probably get way more streaming done. I'd
I
be.
know. You were gonna choose death
No,
because
what the
like you
fuck?
know because like sex is the most important thing for you, like the fun aspect of
I
sex.
don't
So I
know.
thought you're gonna
If you keep
like
repeating that, does that make it true or?
yes, that's called brainwashing.
Okay, oh, true. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So you would still continue on living.
Yeah, of course.
Would you ever do a plastic surgery to increase the size of your dick?
No, fuck no.
Um.
Are you? Why do you stim like that? Are you okay?
What? Wait, what?
Why are you stimming? Are you okay? Would you ever get plastic surgery?
Yes. I want to get BBL.
Why?
Potentially. I don't
Never
know,
mind.
big
I don't even
asses
know you. It's
sell.
your life. Listen, you do what you want. I don't know why I'm. Yeah. Okay. Knock yourself out.
Steven, it's one of the hardest things for a woman to get a big ass. No joke. You actually have to like
Are
do
you?
a regimen workout
Who
and
cares?
eat.
Do you? Wait, are your boobs real or have you got a boob job?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. You have a bra on. I can't tell.
I don't know. You tell me. As a man, what do you think?
As a man, I'm smart enough not to
Yes.
trust titties in a bra ever. Okay, I've been let down way too many times to make any big
I am-
assumptions about boobs
You're
in bras. Okay.
You're right. I am wearing a bra that is supposed to make my titties look 2 times bigger. It is a fact.
Oh, okay.
But that's not the point. The point is, working out is a lot of work, okay? You have to work out, you have to eat properly, and it's just like BBL seems easier.
Sure,
at the
but I'm
same
saying
time,
if you
it's like-
already have nice boobs, assuming they're real, now those are plastic, then fucking whatever. But if you already got nice boobs, do you need a nice boob and nice booty? Like, why can't you just settle for one thing? Why do you need everything? Why do you need the world?
No, Steven, if you want to be like a fucking multimillionaire, you need both.
Aren't you a girl?
Duh.
Aren't you just supposed to try to marry a multimillionaire?
No, because if you marry a multimillionaire, there's gonna be like a power dynamic issue, and it's just gonna be too much. I don't think I could actually marry someone who has more power than me, simply because of my personality. Because if they have more power than me, you know, they're more likely to cheat and stuff like that, and it's just I'm not there for it. I don't think I'll be okay with the power dynamic. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So I need somebody who's gonna be either on the same level as me or whatever, because I don't wanna suppress my own wants and needs for somebody else simply because they out earn me.
Absolutely based. Okay. In that case, BBL away, and hopefully you don't die from it.
Steven, why would I die from it?
They're like the
I'm
highest
not
rate
getting
of
it
like
in
complication
Tijuana-
surgery or whatever, right?
Well, yeah, but that's
Small
because
price to
those
pay
bitches
for
get-
beauty, huh?
Those bitches get it from Tijuana. Why would you want to fucking get it Tijuana?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to the guy in Beverly Hills, the one that does them all or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like for like $30,000 potentially.
Jesus Christ. It's an expensive
Yeah,
ass.
it's probably more than that. No, not only that, you know, it's expensive ass, but you also have to keep up a certain weight. Otherwise, you actually lose it.
Jesus.
Because again, it's not implant; it's actually a fat transferred from other parts of your body.
Yeah?
Yeah, so you could actually lose it. It's insane.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, that sounds pretty crazy.
What? Dying?
Just everything you just said sounds a little crazy, doesn't it? You're willing to risk
You afraid of death?
death? I'm more afraid of death than getting killed by some random girl I hook up with, yeah.
You're more afraid of death than getting killed by some random girl? Did you just say
How do
that?
I compare?
You die in both situations, Steven.
No,
What the
you
fuck?
die in the death
Who's
situation. You might
tipsy?
die in the other situation. How many glasses of wine deep are you right now? Jesus.
I'm gonna keep on pouring some.
Okay.
So I don't typically drink, Steven.
Yeah,
don't
don't worry.
typically drink.
I met a lot of girls that say that when I hang out with them. For some reason,
No,
they
I
drink
don't
every single
typically
time we hang
drink.
out. It's yeah, really? You just happen
Yeah,
to
I
have a
wonder
wine
why.
glass and a whole bottle of wine right there?
Exactly. Exactly. I'm a very, like, I'm a good girl that doesn't do haram shit,
Okay. Are you fucking...
such as drink alcohol.
Are you Muslim? Are you actually like Middle Eastern? Did I get the Hispanic thing completely wrong?
Do you think just because I say the word haram that I'm Muslim?
I don't know. You said it like 4
Steven.
times now, so that makes me think you might be on some ex-Muslim shit. Yeah, maybe.
Unfortunately, big titty girls attract a lot of Muslim guys, okay? So you hear a lot of like haram shit on your stream. So like you learn that word and you're like, okay, you start embracing the word haram and you're like haram. But you kind of make fun of it. It's more like that.
Okay. If you say so.
Why? You think I'm a Muslim? And by the way, I'm not Latina. Even though I could do a very good accent. You want to hear the accent?
Go for it.
Mi amor, por favor, no habla español. Hablo inglés y rusa. Sí, tú eres muy guapo.
Let me guess 2 countries, okay? Tell me if I'm close, alright? Bulgaria?
Nope.
Okay.
Second country, sir? You one country.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Think hard and deep.
What am I even getting hit by?
You have a
By
the way,
fucking, it's not Russian. There's no way it's Russian. It's gonna be like Polish or something. I don't know. What?
100% not Polish and 100% not Russian.
I don't know, Slovenian?
Nope.
I'm done.
That's a third.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You just give up.
Yeah, I did. I just did give up.
Yeah. I mean, that was the dumbest thing you've ever said.
Dumb, really? I've said a lot of dumb things in my life, so.
Steven, what's your advice to modern man?
What's... I don't know.
As you know, that a majority of my viewers are modern men, and they're actually great people. They're really cool. So what's your advice to them? Go ahead, Steven. As
Is there
man
is there
in
a way
modern
to get
world.
this guy to stop fucking...
Just destroy it, Steven.
Yeah,
Destroy
I don't
it.
know why he boosts and then I can't... Okay. The best advice? I don't fucking know, dude. I have no idea. Embrace your femininity.
You have no idea what to advise? Like, you are technically, by the red pill propaganda, considered a high-valued man, Steven.
Yeah, duh. No shit. Fucking
Duh.
awesome.
So,
Yeah.
like, what's your advice? How can one become a high-valued man, Steven?
Listen, you need self-confidence. You need self-love.
Wow.
Yeah, and then figure out something that you're good at and work at it and make money with it. There you go.
Wow, that's not arbitrary and ambiguous whatsoever. That's so straightforward, and that's actually like a very helpful advice. Steven.
Which one do you want to go deeper
Wow.
on, huh?
Confidence?
Okay,
Like, how do you
confidence
fucking regain
means
confidence,
how
huh?
do you regain confidence? I don't know. Take a step back, separate yourself from all the toxic fucking influences in your life. Stop letting other people determine how you should feel about yourself or the things that you should do, and try to develop a foundation to figure out who you are, what you want, and how you're going to pursue those things. Okay? That's step 1. Okay?
Again, ambiguous.
What's
Majority
ambiguous?
Of the people
How
are
mu-
fucking stupid as shit. You have to actually give them.
Oh, my bad. If you're stupid as shit, my bad. Go buy a fucking dating program from fucking Zerka or some fucking red pill self-improvement course, and then feel better about yourself when you change nothing in your life. There you go. Boom.
Have you actually met Zerka without him using cocaine?
Probably not. I don't know.
Like, I wonder what he's like without using cocaine.
Probably really sad.
Think so?
Yes.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, most drug addicted people are pretty sad.
Because he's not a bad looking guy and he's like in a way successful and stuff like that. Like I feel like he should not rely on drugs in order to make himself like feel a certain way, but that's just sad.
Well, it might be the fact that a lot of his success comes from the fact that he does do drugs.
And I need to pee so bad. I like need to piss out my pants.
Okay, I mean, you're allowed to use the restroom. I don't know why you're not doing that.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, yeah.
You have ADHD though. If I don't keep you entertained, you'll like die.
I'm literally playing a video game right now. I'm totally fine.
Huh? So cute. Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay, be careful. Don't... I don't know.
Drunk do you think I am?
I don't know. I don't know how many
Bruh.
glasses of wine you drank, okay?
I drank a whole bottle.
Jesus.
Whole bottle.
Nice. Good job.
That's not a lot, trust me.
That's something an alcoholic would say.
Steven, with all the love and respect, I'm not an alcoholic. Because I could actually take a break from alcohol without any consequences. Thank you.
Yeah? Do you
I
smoke
appreciate
every day
you,
too?
Steven. Smoke what?
So the answer is yes. Okay.
No, I don't smoke weed. Is that what you're talking about?
How many people say smoke what and then say nicotine? What do you mean you don't smoke weed?
I actually don't smoke weed.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke cigars like once in 3 to 6 months.
Wouldn't it have been quicker
You
to just say that? Instead of going through every single thing you could stick in your mouth that you don't smoke?
There's a lot of things that I stick in my mouth that are not bad, Steven.
Yeah?
Oh my god.
Okay, good one, Chief. I don't appreciate the
I need
ultra-sexual.
to-
I'm running a kid's show
I
here,
need-
okay? We're playing video games right now.
I need to go. I'm gonna piss my
Yeah,
pants.
go.
I'll be right back.
Okay, well, some people might like that here. My voice is gonna be dead for the panel tonight. Bro, do I need to make some mech upgrades or what? I don't know if I can do this mission. Did a random Arizona trip pop up? Yes, soon actually, maybe. Why is this girl from Arizona? Michaela Peterson reached out again, and apparently that's where their studio is, so.
Did you literally just say just a random girl from Arizona?
What? I know I asked if you were from, or if you lived in Arizona.
I live in Arizona.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Wait, Steven, I have a question. If I were to visit Miami, do you think I would hate it?
I don't know. It
Because like,
depends on what your expectations
California,
are.
like, because a California 8 or 7 would be technically considered like a Miami 4 or 3. Is that true?
Depends on who you are and what kind of girls you're into and what you're looking for. But if you get a BBL, you'll fit right in with the fucking girls here, so.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be getting BBL anytime soon, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Just simply because it's a lot of money and it's like, you know, life dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna try to go a natural way and see how it progresses. But like by TwitchCon, I'm gonna get like a, you know, like a juicy booty
Okay.
as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna learn how to twerk because I do not know how to twerk right now.
Okay.
And it's gonna be just amazing. I'm very excited. It's gonna be my first ever like TwitchCon.
Wow. That sounds like so much fun. Yeah.
Sarcastic.
I'm not being sarcastic. It sounds like you'll probably have a lot of fun, I'm sure.
God, can you just be authentic, Steven?
I'm being
Once in a
authentic.
while?
Just make sure you're prepared. Do you have a Twitter account with a lot of followers?
Let's not fucking deny the fact that you most likely have checked out my social media, Steven. We're not fucking dumb bitches here, okay? Most likely you have already seen my Twitter and Instagram and everything else.
I checked our DMs, and then I saw that you were on Keeper Kick, and then I remember that you were the philosophy girl, and that's why we're talking right now, okay? I have never hit on you, correct? I don't even think I flirted. Wait, right?
Right, it's that after I sent you a friend request on Discord, you accepted it within 2 minutes, and you're like, oh my goodness, who is that?
Yeah, you have a big booby profile picture. Of course I accepted it. But I didn't hit on you or flirt with you, did I? Right?
See, that's the point!
No,
that's not the point!
I made the point.
That's
I didn't.
because you're trying to be discreet. That's not the thing. That's not the same thing as not hitting at all.
Okay,
Steven.
that's fine. So I didn't hit on you. I didn't flirt with you. I haven't done anything inappropriate or appropriate. Not even that. That wouldn't even be inappropriate, by the way.
Steven, with all due love and respect, you simply not flirting with me doesn't necessarily mean you didn't flirt with me.
What? Am I psychologically undercover stealth flirting with you?
Steven,
What?
how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you? You seem like you're a little lost right now. Are you okay?
So, Steven,
Yeah.
I think you know that you can actually flirt with a girl without actually raising her up. And I think you're very much so aware of that. And you know how to use that towards your advantage, and that's okay. That's great.
Yeah, that's some shit that if I was 23, I would do, okay? Now what I do is I go, oh, where are you from? Oh,
Steven,
cool.
you're the
Do you
one
have
of
a
the
boyfriend?
horniest people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, so why would I
Please.
do undercover Riz when I've got tons of girls in my DMs? I'm just like, hey, oh, you seem cool. Oh, you're hot. You have fucking nudes?
Because you
wanna
want to
fuck?
sound like a badass, like, oh my god, I'm not interested, but I'm interested.
No, I don't. That's some gay shit that weird people do who don't have access to anybody and they're trying to fucking act like an
Steven,
anime.
what makes you think you're not gay?
Because I only fuck guys half the time, dumbass.
Half the time? That's still a lot, bro.
Yeah,
Half
and?
the time is still a lot.
Listen, it's not half the time. But also,
Actually do.
if I want to fuck somebody, I'll just say it. I'm not gonna play weird. I don't have time. I don't have
Wait,
time.
I have
I don't
a
have
question.
time to play DM games like that. Okay? Do you think I have
I don't
time
have
to run
time a
through?
lot.
And, yeah.
That's not the point. Okay,
That
Steven,
is the point.
When you say, sure, that's what you want your viewers to think, but that's not the point.
Okay. Yeah. This is advanced Riz now. Am
Wait,
I
wait.
reverse psychologically trapping you into? Okay.
Absolutely. Wait. I have a question, Steven. When you
Mm-hmm.
say half the time, are you a receiver or are you a giver when it comes to dudes?
I don't do anal with guys at all. I just told you I
do
don't
you
like
do?
anal. You don't. I'm not gonna get it. If you want to sext, we can do that off
believe-
stream. Okay, you can send me DMs and we can do that. But I'm not gonna go through the
That's not the
details
point, Steven.
of
I'm
what I
just
do
asking,
sexually
what
with
do you do
people.
with
Okay.
guys?
I'll DM you later.
Suddenly
When
you're
you,
being very humble.
I'm not being humble.
Interesting.
If you would have asked me, what do you
Why are
like
you
to do
being
with?
humble when
If you would have
it
asked me,
comes to
what do you like
guys?
to do with girls, I also wouldn't walk you through. I'm not gonna walk you through my sexual encounters.
You will absolutely walk me through it.
Not on stream. No, I won't.
Oh my god, Steven, I know you would. Because
No,
this
I
is
won't.
Kick.
And I'm on YouTube, and it has nothing to do with the platform. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't
Oh.
need you getting bricked up on stream with me giving you erotica recollections of things that I do with people.
Have you ever read any fan fictions about yourself?
Unfortunately,
You have?
yeah, people post some, and they're kind of weird, but also a little endearing. So
Is it weird that I kind of feel sad that there's not a lot of fan fictions about myself?
well, if you ask your fan base to write some up, I'm sure they'll do it.
Excuse me, Chad, I don't have any fan fictions about myself. I know I'm the new streamer, but I would still appreciate it. Thank you. Jesus. Yes, please. Steven, you know I've been streaming only for 14 months.
Good for you.
But I've known you for a long time.
Wait, have we met before?
No. I just know you through my access.
From your access? What the fuck does
My
that mean?
ex-boyfriends.
Oh, what? Who do I know them?
No, you don't know that. But they're big fans
Oh.
of you.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of girls that DM me
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, my boyfriend listens to you all the time in the background." Blah 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 blah. Yes, that type of
Exactly.
shit. Okay.
And I was like, oh my god, who is this guy? And they're like, oh, it's Destiny by the name of Steven. Steven, I only have one complaint about you.
What's that?
Are you ready?
Go for it.
Your name is Steven blah 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 the second.
Okay, my dad gave me his fucking name.
Cringe as fuck.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
I know, Steven. Maybe change your fucking name? Because that's so cringe. Why are you the second? Do you know how fucking egotistical it is when it comes to your parents? Your parents are like, oh my god, my name is so important that I had to name my child Steven blah 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 the second?
Yeah, I agree. What am I supposed to do? It's my name now.
Change it?
No, why would I change my name? That's my branding.
At least remove the second.
I have the same name as my dad.
Why wouldn't you?
Because then we would just be like clones of each other. I don't know. There'd be like database errors or something. You got to differentiate them somehow.
Would you ever take a girl's name?
No. Why would I do
Why?
that?
Why not, Steven? Why are you so misogynistic?
Because I'm a guy. I don't want a girl's name.
So you're a toxic misogynist.
I already have a girl's name. My name is Destiny, okay?
No, your name is not Destiny. Your username is Destiny. Your name is Steven. So I'm talking about your legal name. Would you legally change your name to your wife's name?
What, my last name?
What's Melina's last name?
Jorgensen or Joransen. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Steven Jorgensen. That sounds hot.
It's Swedish.
Yeah, that sounds hot. Jorgensen. There you go.
Okay.
It's kind of funny that it involves the word whore. Bless you.
It's G and then a U thing. It's Jorgensen, not Horensen. I don't know where you're getting that.
Potato.
Okay, true. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should do it. I think it'll be really cute.
I'll think
And I
about
feel
it.
like Melina would appreciate it.
Yeah, you think she would?
I think she would love that. She'll be like, oh my god, Destiny, yeah.
Yeah, she'd say just like that too. Destiny. Yeah.
Steven, oh my god, hubby, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is so sexy.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to actually, like, change your lesson to mine? Oh my god, that is so hot.
I don't think she would say that, but...
Destiny, you come to TwitchCon?
Yeah, I am indeed going to TwitchCon, yeah.
Can I buy you a drink?
Message me and we'll set it up, okay? Wait, I thought you were an
Oh,
alcoholic.
creepy.
Why are you... What?
I almost nice to meet you. I'm not an actual alcoholic. What the fuck, bruh? I'm actually not an alcoholic, Destiny. Maybe like, oh my god, a girl is super like nervous about meeting another dude, like who's like, like a fucking nationally famous streamer. My heart rate went up to like 120. No joke.
Well, first of all, it's not national; it's internationally. Okay, let's get it right. Okay.
Internationally, I don't know if that's true. I think Ash of Speed is more of an international.
I'm pretty international.
More of a national. I'm just saying, but it's okay, Destiny. You'll have a lot of, time to work on that.
What got you into streaming? Why have you only been streaming for 14 months?
So I finished college, and then after college, I actually work a corporate job.
Oh yeah, you said this.
And-
You're like a lawyer, or am I making that up?
You think at the age of 25 I could be a lawyer,
Yeah.
Destiny?
Did you work
At
in?
the age of 25 I could be a fucking lawyer?
Yeah, you get your undergrad in 3 or 4 years, and then you go to law school, and that's 3 years.
I'm not a fucking lawyer, Destiny!
What do you think a fucking lawyer is? What are you talking about?
A fucking lawyer is someone who actually goes to fucking law school after 4 years of like a bachelor degree.
Yeah, 4 years for a bachelor makes you 22.
Yeah.
Then 3 years makes you 25. You can be a lawyer at 25. Ooh, you weren't ready for the math, were you? Yikes. Uh-oh. Now you done
That's
fucked
not
up.
the point. Okay, you know what makes you a lawyer? Internships and stuff like that. Actually working. Just finishing law school doesn't make you a lawyer, Destiny.
Okay.
No, but I'm not an I'm not a law school. No, I'm not. So after graduates, after undergraduate
Wait, what was your
school, I
corporate
went to
job?
work-
Are you gonna tell us?
I was a senior account manager at a.
At Netflix? At a prison? What does that mean? That's so vague.
That's the whole fucking point, Destiny.
Okay.
You know, if I actually told you the fucking thing that I do, your fucking child will be able to find who I am.
Yeah, they've already done that to a few girls on my stream, so that's good. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was a senior account manager. I actually, had a pretty good role at my job. My work loved me. They appreciated me. I had insurance, 401k, everything, right? But it was kind of one of those things where I was like, fuck shit ass. nah, I can't imagine myself doing it for the rest of my life. So let me actually like live my life. So 2022, I actually started streaming while working. So, and I did like 6, 8 to 12 hours every single day without skipping a day. I did lose my mind tiny bit, but it's okay. That happens.
Wait,
Um,
who was your inspiration? What streamer did you watch?
who was my inspiration?
Yeah.
It was pool hot tub category individual.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Sorry, Steven. Should I fucking deny that if I have big titties that I should not utilize that towards my advantage? Are we gonna be fucking denying that shit?
Listen, I was just curious. Okay, so Amaranth is the answer.
Well, I was gonna say Jen Fox, but sure. Yeah, Amaranth, Jen Fox, EXO Ariel, those just ladies. Yes, but I was just working fucked on, and I was able to quit my job after 4 months. That was great.
Wow. Cool. Good for you. Nice
Yeah.
job.
Why do you always sound fucking sarcastic?
I'm not. That's cool. Good for you. You're a streamer now.
Oh wow, good for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
big
great.
titty girl who was able to
Congratulations.
use
If I had
her
big titties, I'd be in the
bodily
hot tub section
advantage.
as well, okay? I'd be on OnlyFans, OnlyFeets, fucking Fansly, fucking every fucking website out there selling my body. I'd be the biggest fucking slut in the world, so, you know?
Bro, if you actually do not use OnlyFans or Fancy, you're fucking missing out on business, okay?
True.
Every girl who doesn't use OnlyFans or Fancy is a fucking cringe bitch.
True.
Okay?
Oh my
Why
god.
not fucking make money?
Absolutely. Can I get you in a debate with Pokemon? Would you argue that against her, or?
I'm a
Oh,
very
your mic went out. You got
neutral
really quiet
individual.
there. I don't know what happened.
No, I don't know what happened either, Steven. I'm a very neutral individual who doesn't debate crazy streamer. No, no, no. I'm a very nice person who is very, like, neutral, who doesn't have very strong opinions. Fine, no.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Okay, okay.
No. But if you do not utilize as a woman OnlyFans or fans, that you're missing out on a business opportunity. Duh. You're fucking lame. But you know what?
What?
If Pokemon actually fucking did OnlyFans, she would fucking become multi millionaire and could actually quit streaming on the same day.
I mean,
But,
I think she's
it's
probably
okay.
already at that place economically, you know?
I agree, but I mean, she could set for generation after generation after generation wealth.
She
if
should be thinking about her
wanted to.
children's children. That's what you mean, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't think she could do it anymore simply because she actually made her statement, made her opinion, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily know if she actually believes that because I think she's more of a businesswoman than she is a immoral knight, whatever, but whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Did you watch the
Did you watch
the Republican debates yesterday?
no, Simon, why would I watch a Republican debate yesterday?
I don't know. Maybe you were into politics or something. Jesus.
American politics? No.
What do you mean?
International politics? No. I'm more of a cultural. I have more interest in cultural politics than I do when it comes to government politics.
Oh, really?
So like, yeah. So like more of man versus woman, Barbie versus Oppenheimer, shit like that.
Have you been on Fresh and Fit
Of course,
yet?
you haven't watched.
No. Well, I watched Oppenheimer, but not Barbie.
Why? That's kind of interesting why you chose Oppenheimer over Barbie, Steven.
I mean, because I'm a guy that likes shit that blows up and stuff. What do you mean? It's not really that
Oh,
interesting?
wow,
That seems
yeah,
like the most
totally, but
obvious fucking thing in the world.
yeah, otherwise you would be considered a pussy to watch a Barbie. True.
You're so Hispanic. Are you really not Hispanic? You talk just like a Hispanic person, motherfucker. To watch a Barbie? Bro, there's no shot you're not Hispanic. Shut the fuck up.
I swear on my dog's life, Lulu, that I have zero Latina in me.
I don't believe you.
Why would I fucking lie to you?
I don't believe you. At this point, I don't think you can convince me otherwise, but that's all good. Who cares what I think?
Steven?
Yeah.
Steven?
Mhm.
Steven? My dear lovely Steven? By the way, you have a gorgeous facial hair.
Okay, thank you.
So, I have been told by many of my exes that I'm very cold-hearted. but it doesn't mean that I'm Latina. Does that make sense? There's other cultures that are a little bit more cold-hearted and a little bit more realistic.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, I'm not Latina. I might be some other stuff that I will message you privately.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. I'm like, oh, a kid fell and broke its knee. Like, oh my God, get the fuck up. You're fine. It's hurt. I'm not going to be like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. I don't know. But
Okay. But my point is that, Steven, you should watch Barbie because I would love to hear your opinion about it.
okay. I'll keep that in mind, all right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
AKA, you will never watch Barbie because you think you're better than that?
Can I guess one more country? Portuguese?
Jesus fucking Christ, you're so bad at this.
Well, because
No.
you come on. Because it's
Not
kind of
even
Latina,
close.
kind of European. How can it be now we're even nowhere even close?
It's just not.
Are you like stealth like fucking like Indonesian or some shit? Or what do you mean nowhere even close?
So you're guessing at another country when you said you're only gonna guess one country. What
I
the
was
fuck
just
is
asking.
that? That's kind of hypocritical, Steven. Let's keep it realistic.
Do you have like particular feelings about Serbians or the fall of Yugoslavia? Do you?
No, Steven, I don't. Why would I?
I don't know. Okay.
Kind
Well.
of interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't.
What language do you speak?
I do speak Russian.
Oh shit. Poland, Hungary.
Да, я разговариваю по-русски нормально. Я могу разговаривать и читать.
Did I guess
Но не
Hungary
могу
already?
писать. I mean, you're absolutely fucking wrong. I mean,
Is it?
This-
I mean, how many
I thought you were
satellite
smarter than
countries?
that, but-
Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, Poland, Hungary,
wow, I don't have enough
Moldova.
wine for
I don't know. It's like
the amount of stupidity we're having. I thought you were smarter than that, but it's bad.
I think it's Mexican. That's what I'm. That's what I'm going with. Okay. Yeah.
Literally just told you that I'm not.
It's that. I think it is. I think it is that.
You think I'm like purposefully lying?
Yeah, I do.
So you think I'm intentionally lying about something for what benefit, Steven? Don't you think that if I actually said that I was a Latina, I would probably get more fucking benefit? Why would I lie purposefully?
No, because you're like exotic.
What does that mean, Steven? Steven,
Mhm.
as a streamer, if I said that I speak Spanish or if I was a Latina, I would probably get more viewership. So wouldn't it actually hurt me to say that I'm not? So why would I lie about it, Steven? Logically speaking.
Okay, I don't know. Listen, I'm lost on this train of thought. Do you have any?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I got a panel in 52 minutes. What else you got for me?
Wow, Steven. I thought you were smarter than that, but okay.
I'm very smart. Okay.
Sure. I definitely believe you. Steven, what is your taste buds?
You're asking me like what they are?
Yeah. Do you have any like, do you dislike seafood? And
Oh.
you're the type of individual who fucking orders chicken tenders and fries?
Okay,
That are
hold
like-
up. Excuse me. Number one. Okay, seafood is fucking gross, so I have no regrets about disliking seafood. And number two, chicken tenders are awesome. And if somebody wants to eat chicken tenders, yeah, I think that's totally fine.
Motherfucker, do you hate oysters?
Yeah, gross. Ew. My
What is
God.
wrong with you?
Fucking oysters? Ugh.
Bro, that
Ugh.
is so fucking cringe.
True.
You are the
Yes.
individual who has actually financial means to explore different explore different like food and stuff, and then you choose not to, and you think it's gross.
I have explored it, and it's gross. What do you want me to say?
Steven, are you the type of individual who thinks that tomato is gross?
No,
Because
tomatoes
of
are
the texture,
awesome.
because it's boogery?
And onions are awesome, okay? And spinach and vegetables are awesome, okay? But oysters are gross. You probably like caviar
You're
too.
gross.
I bet you don't even like these things. You just like guys to pay for expensive shit for you. You're probably like, oh, I love caviar. Can I see the check? I'm not paying though. That's like you right now,
I
okay?
wish you were right, but unfortunately, you're so fucking wrong. Like you were in every other conversation in our fucking conversation altogether,
Oh
Steven. You
yeah?
should be embarrassed for the rest of your life.
Okay,
Yes.
the rest of my life.
I'm actually was a huge seafood fanatic since
Yeah, I bet you
childhood.
were, yeah.
Oh yeah? Yes, I was. Unfortunately, I didn't have fucking rich, filthy guys give me fucking caviar, aka black caviar specifically because it's more expensive than red caviar. But, I never had that, Steven.
Oh, this is what is black caviar? Is that like extra good caviar?
Yeah, it's more expensive.
Oh, okay. I don't know,
No,
damn.
Steven, unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of experience. Okay, I'm
Okay.
not gonna deny, Steven. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna deny. Every guy that I've dated has been from a well-off family. Okay, I'm not gonna deny that, Steven, because I'm not fucking cringe as fuck. Okay, that's not the point. The point is this. They themselves weren't rich. They were just from a rich family.
Da
Okay, that
na na
makes a huge
no. You know
difference.
that's what is this song I'm thinking of? Da na na no. Do you know what that song is? Da
Yes, I
na
do.
na na na. Do you know what I'm thinking of? I don't remember it, but but
Well, why are
okay.
you singing it? What's the whole point of singing it, Steven?
I don't know. It's like stuck in my head for some reason. I've been on a rap.
Yeah, for some reason. I wonder what that reason is, Steven.
Listen, I'm just kidding. You said you had a corporate job, okay? You're a big girl. Probably paid for a lot of
I
your own things,
was a
okay?
big girl. Now I'm a Twitch streamer, OnlyFans girl. What's your point,
You
Steven?
have only. I should have done so much more research for this conversation. Jesus.
Research?
What?
You didn't research me?
You said you were on Kicker
What
Keep,
if
and I
I was a
remembered you were on
crazy
Kicker.
ass bitch?
You were already on one of my shows. That should be all the research we need, right?
What if I was a crazy ass bitch who was like a stalker who said like really bad shit and stuff like that?
Based?
What if I actually got you canceled and stuff? Wouldn't you be scared of that?
No, that would be an even more fun conversation because we have a fight about it.
Okay, let's talk about it. Women have it easier nowadays than men do, Steven. How about that?
I mean, depending on where you're at, that might be true.
Yeah, exactly. You always claim, oh my god, women actually like have it similarly, but just in different aspects. But like,
Yeah,
it's
I mean, I think it's
same.
hard to measure, like, who has it easier, women or men. I don't know. I mean, in some cases, women have, like...
Oh, I don't know, Steven. Maybe women having many options compared to men makes it a little bit more easier. Yeah, culturally speaking, women have it a little harder because no matter what you do, you still consider a whore. But like,
Wow, look at
women
you. You
still
got
have
all
more
the
options.
arguments. Okay, so they also have more issues they deal with depending on life as well. It just depends, right?
I don't know, Steven. Maybe just simply because we have many options and can do whatever we want, the suicide rate from women is less than men?
Is
Have you
that the
thought about
reason
that?
why men are killing themselves? They don't have options?
No, men are killing themselves because they're hopeless as fuck.
Why?
Why? Because they don't have any options. They only have one option, is to be a fucking provider. Because majority of women, I'm not saying all, majority of women would not accept a man who earns less than them and etc.
I don't. Yeah, but that number is changing over time. Most men earn more than most women,
What does that
anyways.
mean?
Stop laughing. I know you're fucking trolling me. Okay, you're not gonna troll me. All right, I'm
I'm not
untrollable.
trolling you, Steve.
You are trolling. What do you? How
Why
often do
would
you
I
stream?
troll
Tell
you?
us about your stream. How often do you stream? Okay.
I stream.
Are you okay? Oh, that's the last one, I guess. It's all good. Don't worry, it happens.
I stream every single day. I
Wow,
try
good for
to.
you. How many hours a day?
At least 6. 5 to 6.
Jesus Christ, really?
Well, it actually went down. I used to. Sorry. I used to stream actually 8 to 12, but I went down because. So for anybody who wants to actually stream on Twitch, the more hours you put in works out better for you. So I actually utilize that strategy. The more hours you stream, the more you grow. So I used to stream 8 to 12 hours and stuff.
Damn. You're a warrior.
I think it's worth it. Maybe. Oh my fucking god! What are you doing?
Are you okay? Was that supposed to be an impression of me?
No! I'm just getting mad at you. What the fuck are you doing? You playing a game or something? Yeah, I would actually be a very jealous girlfriend.
Yeah, not good.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
No, but again, if you actually want to stream on Twitch and stuff like that, you have to actually put in more hours.
Are you talking to
It's
your
all about
audience, or are you
hours.
telling me this?
I'm telling your audience and my audience because you're not paying attention. You're paying
Oh.
attention to something stupid as shit. So I'm like utilizing this time and opportunity to fucking speak my opinion. I don't know, Steven. Um, so yeah, so just try to put in more hours and also, try to utilize other social media such as TikTok. Utilize TikTok and convert your audience to Twitch if you actually want to grow your Twitch audiences. Yeah, absolutely. You got this. The main thing is like do not give up hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How am I
And
supposed to kill this thing? Sorry, go on.
yeah, and also make sure to like follow me everywhere that you can. Steven is not talking, so I can actually utilize this moment to promote myself. Because why the fuck not? Follow Rama TV, Instagram, TikTok, OnlyFans, dancing, anything. Potential.
Bella.
Yay, let's
Wow.
go.
Where does that name come from? Sounds a little Latina. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
Also be
Could also be
Oh.
what?
Italian.
Oh, are you from Italy?
No, it just sounds like an uncultured swine, Steven! Did you think that Bella is fucking like Latina? Bella comes from different cultures, meaning beautiful. It comes from
In
Italian.
what language does that mean beautiful again? Are you Filipino?
Whatever.
Give us a hint. Now the audience really wants to know, okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Are we wasting your valuable time right now?
Do you think I'm Filipino? By the way, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people think I'm Filipino. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm actually genuinely not. Maybe one day I will reveal the truth, but I'm not Filipino. I promise you.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, but I'm a TV, whatever. But I'm not Filipino. I'm not Russian, although I do speak Russian, and I did learn Russian from my parents. They were talking like a secret language, and I couldn't understand what they were saying, and they were speaking Russian, and I'm like, fuck, what a bitches. So I started learning through watching cartoons and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like actually learned Russian from watching Russian cartoons like Ну погоди, Antoshka, and everything else. And so suddenly, while I was in the car, I started talking to my parents in Russian, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And then they started teaching me Russian, and then I took Russian courses in like college and stuff like that. So that was great. That was definitely great.
Czechoslovakian. Absolutely. There it is.
Nope.
There's no shot, bro. We've guessed like everything. Are you like from Georgia or like Azerbaijan or Israeli? Impossible. No shot.
Why would I be that? I honestly thought you would be one of the individuals who would guess where I'm from. Like where my parents are from, culturally.
Nope. I'm an equal opportunity womanizer, so I don't try to distinguish between, you know.
You actually admit that you're a womanizer?
Well, no, it was tongue in cheek, okay? Jesus.
Think you're a man whore?
Yeah. But
Would
I'm
you
like
promote
ethical about it.
man-whorishness?
I mean, if you're ethical about it, sure.
How can you be ethical about man-whorishness?
You're open and honest with the people that you fuck, that you're not like trying to fuckboy them or anything weird like that.
I don't get it.
Well, what is a fuckboy?
Fuckboys are
What?
extremely insecure young individuals in their early 20s who receive their value by having as much sex as they can with women.
No, I think fuckboys are the way that they fuck is by usually convincing women that they want relationships.
No. See, that's why I disagree, Stephen. Fuckboys are typically associated with fraternity boys, and fraternity boys are actually known not to want to commit.
That's
Like,
fine.
if
That
you-
might be what they're known for. But a fuckboy is not just a guy that fucks women. A fuckboy specifically refers to a guy that is, oh my god, seriously? Refers to a guy that, like, basically lies about what his intentions are.
Interesting. I'm not gonna lie. If you're a fuckboy who actually likes about his intentions, you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah, that's what a
Because
fuck.
you
That's
know
why
you're
they're
not gonna get a
fuckboys.
pussy. That's what I said, Steven!
Yeah, okay. But you can be a whore. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with being a whore as long as you're open and honest
Wait,
about
how
it.
would you define a whore?
Just
Like,
the,
would you define me as a whore?
I don't know how many partners have you had.
1.5?
God, cringe. Yes, I would because you're probably lying about it. So.
No, okay. So the reason why the half
Here
thing
comes
comes out
the
is because...
justification. It's because you only had oral sex and that's not real.
How did you know?
Because I've heard this stupid fucking cope a million fucking times. Think of a better story. You should say you fucked a guy after he got ran over by a bus and his body got chopped in half, so you only consider it half. That'd be funny at least.
Steven, I wish I could say that because that would make me unique, but unfortunately I don't have that, okay?
Okay, so why not lie about it? That's what everybody else does.
What would I lie about it? What would it benefit me to lie about it?
I don't know. Why do women wear makeup?
Women wear makeup to actually make themselves look better, not because they want to actually lie about anything.
That is a lie. You don't look like that.
No, that's not a lie because it's actually like you want to present yourself to be like good looking to society. That's not necessarily a lie. If you're a fucking guy who thinks that a girl with a makeup is the same girl without makeup, you're a fucking pussy ass bitch, okay?
Okay. Maybe I am a pussy ass bitch in your world.
You are? Okay, that's not the point. I'm kidding. No. What was I saying, Steven?
I don't know.
So, I only had 2 serious relationships. One with a guy that I never actually had sexual intercourse with, like penetration-wise, and then one that I did.
Okay. Why are you...
I'm not into hookup culture like you, Steven. Okay?
But you
I'm
do
not a
like
fucking
porn.
whore.
Why? I don't understand. I know so many girls like you. It's so
Bro,
fucking
what the
weird.
fuck does that mean, doing porn? Okay, what do you mean that I do porn? Just because I have OnlyFans, you think I do porn? What's your definition of porn?
When you show your body naked.
Your definition of porn is just showing your body naked?
Yeah,
Are you
if my
fucking serious?
boss walked in on me and I had a picture of your OnlyFans up, he'd say, "Why are you looking at porn?" He wouldn't say, "Oh, are those lewd pictures?"
No, I understand, Steven, but let's be honest, that the word kind of, like, society is not actually up to date when it comes to the proper words to use. Like, Melina shows her fucking nude body. Doesn't mean she's doing porn. She's doing nudity and stuff like that. There's a lot of models that actually do nudity. That doesn't mean that they're fucking eating pussy and sucking dick. Or like, you know what I mean? I feel like porn involves more than just nudity. Steven.
Okay. Listen, if you say
Jesus.
so. My bad.
Okay, what's your opinion? Okay. So you think porn is just anything nudity? So like models that showing their naked bodies are doing porn?
I don't know.
That's
I
a
don't know how
fucking
I'm
stupid
supposed
statement, for Steven. What?
I don't know how I'm supposed to kill this thing. You know?
I love the priorities. He's actually thinking about killing a fucking character in the video game. That's so hot. Yeah.
I'm dedicated,
Yeah.
okay? I'm getting all
You're
S ranks in this
absolutely
game, okay?
dedicated.
If we see each other at TwitchCon, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out my Steam account and I'm gonna show you all of my achievements that I have in this game. And it's gonna be game over for you, okay? Your free will,
Oh,
basically
wow, yeah,
non-existent
because
at
that
that
would-
point, alright? Yeah.
Yeah, because as a woman, that will definitely turn me on.
I know it
Wow,
would. It
I'll be like,
absolutely would. I'm gonna bring a towel just for you, okay? You're gonna set it under yourself before I open my Steam account. You're gonna be like, "You got the achievement, all of them, even that one," and it's just gonna be completely fucking yeah.
yeah, definitely. I will squirt just because a guy is fucking killing bosses in a video game. Wow, that's so hot.
I know.
That's so sexy, Steven.
It is. I
Wow,
know. True.
Congratulations.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. There's a difference between porn versus nudity. Yeah, and you guys should look into it. Okay. Thank you.
My bad. We'll update our definition.
Yeah.
So porn has to be what?
I think-
Penetration or sexual activity or what?
I think porn should involve more than just solo. Yeah.
Okay. So if somebody's masturbating, that's not porn.
Solo masturbation, I don't necessarily think it's porn. No.
Interesting.
Steven, you bitch! Why are you laughing?
That's just a cool take. Wait, so that means you have solo masturbation on your OnlyFans. Is that true? if you don't
Well,
consider it
thank you so
porn.
much for promoting my
Yeah,
OnlyFans,
promote
Steven.
away,
I
go for it.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
there you go. Well, at least people know they can expect to find now, okay?
Yeah, I'm very much open in my OnlyFans and stuff like that. Yeah, I do solo shit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but like I feel like porn is actually considered when you involve another individual in a more of a penetration sense. So they're actually entering you, you entering them, and stuff like that. I think that's considered porn.
Okay.
When you're actually involved in a more of a sexual activity with another individual. I think there should be a difference between a porn star, porn actress versus a sex worker and stuff like that versus a prostitute and stuff like that. There's a
Okay.
very big difference. You wouldn't consider the porn star the same thing as a prostitute, even.
I wouldn't consider a porn star a prostitute. I don't know.
No.
What's the difference between prostitution and porn? It's just a camera, right?
I would say that a prostitute actually has sex for money with not an actor or whatever, right? Just to satisfy that specific individual who's paying for money. When it comes to like actual porn, you're actually getting paid not to satisfy, but to actually make a video. There's a very big distinction between them. The intention is different.
Okay. If you say so. I mean, you're right.
Okay.
I agree with you. I'm just arguing with you to argue. But okay.
So you playing devil's advocate for no reason?
Basically, yeah. You trolled me, okay, so. Would you ever do porn?
You trolled you?
Yeah.
What?
Would you ever do porn?
I don't think so. I think it's out of my comfort zone.
Really? What if you got like a big offer? What if there was another OnlyFans creator that wanted to collab with
Okay, how big of an offer are we talking about? Because of course there is a
guy says, I want to
Okay.
film one scene, boy, girl, oral only, 10 minutes, no cum shot, okay?
Uh-huh.
$50,000.
How much? 50?
$50,000.
Okay, I might do it.
Okay, all right, guys. Let's. Never mind.
Bro, $50,000 with a little bit of money that I'm earning, I could fucking make a down payment for a house. Yeah.
Based. All
Are
right.
you crazy?
I'm not. I'm just. I think that's fine.
Oh my god, Steven, you're so fucking privileged as fuck that you're saying that shit.
Wait, I think it's a fine offer. What do you mean? I don't think it's.
No, you saying it in a judgmental way.
Hold up. We have a call out alert. 1 second. Hold up. Why are you laughing right now?
I'm not laughing because you're laughing.
I'm
also
getting.
laughing at your face because your face is funny.
I'm getting
it's fine.
reports right now that apparently there are oral sex scenes on your OnlyFans. Is this true?
That's with my ex.
Did he consent to that being posted?
He did consent. Yeah, we're still friends and stuff like that, but he did consent.
Are you
Otherwise-
splitting the revenue with him?
Yes. Otherwise, I would have removed the chat. I'm sorry to say that, but okay? But he's very fucking open-minded about it, okay? Otherwise, if he didn't consent, I would have removed it. Because I'm not a fucking perv.
Okay.
Okay, it's different. Okay, it's different. It's not necessarily porn. You're not doing...
Because he's not a porn
Yeah.
actor?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not even that. It's I feel like the intentionality is different because, like, maybe I kind of like enjoyed it. You know,
Maybe you
because
kind
it
of
was,
like what him?
I kind of like enjoyed it because it was my ex. You know, I had feelings towards him and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't like a paid actor. I feel like it would be different if it was like a paid actor and stuff like that, and I knew he was a professional porn star and stuff like that. That would have been different.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen, it's all, I don't give a fuck about it. Listen, if somebody wants to pay me $50,000, no, well, I'd probably charge more, but if somebody wants to pay me to have sex, there's a number
You
where
would
I'd say
charge
yes.
more. Let's be honest, you would charge more just because you're a man.
Well, I charge more because I'm a really big streamer, so obviously there'd be a lot of hype for my first porn video, you know?
Oh wow, congratulations. Yeah.
Thank
you're
you,
very
I
big
know.
streamer.
Do you really think somebody that's beaten every mission on Armored Core 6 with an S ranking is charging $50,000? Once they see my Steam achievements,
Wow. Congratulations. Make it
Bro.
Mm.
I don't know. There's got to be a way to fucking there's like a strategy to this watch that I'm just not learning. I don't know.
Definitely, you're so awesome, Steven. Wow, you do like killer game at video games. Wow, that's so hot.
Thanks.
Welcome. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, oh my god.
Do you play
Like,
any
who
games at
wouldn't
all?
want to? Like, who wouldn't want to date a guy who's like super good at video games? Like, totally.
True.
Yeah. No, I don't have a good computer that could support streaming and video games, and I suck ass at video games. But I'm gonna improve. I promise.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna do so well, Chad. Like, it's not gonna be even crazy. It's gonna be like me, Cyber Monday, buying like a huge ass awesome computer, whatever, like motherboard shit, like
Mhm.
connecting my streaming and gaming. And I'm gonna be gaming, and I'm gonna be sucking ass at it, but it's gonna be so awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be so cool. I'm excited about it.
Well,
And who knows? Maybe me and Steven are gonna, what is it called? Co-play? Cooperate?
wow. How much fun will that be?
What do you call it?
Yeah, co-op.
Push each other up? Pull each other up?
Lift each other
No.
up.
No. There's a gaming term where you, like, another person helps another person to get, like, up the level. What is that called? Level up?
Oh, like you're boosting kind of.
Steven's gonna help me boost. Yeah. Absolutely, and it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, it's gonna be hot. And Steven, can I promote myself?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna go live stream on OnlyFans. Fuck it.
You can live stream on OnlyFans?
You did not know that you can live stream on OnlyFans, Steven?
No, I don't subscribe to OnlyFans. I don't know, damn.
OnlyFans live stream, let's go, bitches! Yeah! We're gonna go live stream on OnlyFans. I'm super excited about it. It's gonna be really cool. I do crazy shit. Not too crazy. Still crazy. Pretty exciting. But no, you can absolutely live stream both on Fansly and OnlyFans. Your wife has your wife have Fansly, so you should know.
Why do you know
That
so
she
much
could
about my
potentially-
wife?
I feel like me and her are probably gonna get along.
Wait, have you ever met her
Compared to
before or
me and
talked to her
you?
ever?
So, culturally speaking, me and her might get along.
Culturally
Just saying.
speaking. Oh my god.
So,
Wait, hold on. You're not Finnish.
not Steven. Oh my god, you're so cringe. But I just feel like culturally speaking, me and her might get along, and it'll be just fun.
You're not like Danish or Norwegian or... I don't know if she said anything because
Okay,
my kid's
so-
cutting out, so...
I said no, Steven. Oh my god, cringe. So, yeah, I think it would be actually really fun to hang out with Melina and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, she's a fun person, so...
yes, okay, at this point of my life, I actually seek out more of a female relationships than I do with male relationships.
Okay.
Simply because I think there are more flourishing and just mean more. I'm sorry, Steven. It's just for you, I know the reason and stuff like that for a majority of the guys, but girls are different.
Okay.
So it'll be fun. Okay.
Listen, whatever makes you happy, okay, Chief?
Yeah, absolutely. Glad that you're not denying the truth. I'm so glad that you're super realistic
I am.
about the life and the reality of the world.
Alright, well, listen, do you have anything else for us? I've got to do a panel soon. I don't know what else to say.
Okay. Steven, if I came to visit you, will you teach me how to shoot?
If you really want to, okay? We'll be shooting something, alright?
I want to go to a shooting range, Steven.
Yeah. Listen, yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you want, okay?
I'm so glad you got a haircut, by the way.
What, you didn't like the blue hair or you didn't like the long hair?
The blue hair and the one.
Wow.
Better this way. lie.
Super hater. Okay.
I mean, you want me to lie? I
No.
don't think so. You want me to be realistic? I mean, you look stupid as shit with blue
I
hair, but
didn't
I
look
mean,
stupid as shit. You probably first saw my content when I had blue hair. And obviously it wasn't that much of a turnoff because here you are trying to rizz me
Steven,
up,
you're
okay?
so stupid. Oh my god, I saw you way before the blue hair because I told you the first time I actually saw you was through my ex, which was a long time ago. Oh my god, Steven. Okay, that's not the point. But don't do blue hair, it doesn't look good on you. And don't do long hair, it doesn't look good on you.
Okay, you're not
This
gonna.
hair looks
You're being way too controlling of my appearance right now, okay? Jesus.
What'd you say?
Said you're being way too controlling of my appearance.
Think I have control over your appearance?
You're being too controlling of my appearance.
I know, but if you're saying that I'm being way too controlling about your appearance, that means you think I have an influence about your appearance.
You think you have an
I
influence,
like
okay?
that.
It's not good, alright?
You're letting me have a lot of influence about your appearance. I kind of like that.
Okay, well, listen, if you come over here, you can control it all you want for 2 days, alright? Okay, anything else? Are we good? She is Moldovan. Say it. We are gonna find it. Are you Moldovan? Okay.
Here's poor. Okay.
Have fun. It's been great.
You too.
I'm sure you're gonna love your OnlyFans stream, and be careful, alright?
Who's gonna love my OnlyFans?
I said I'm sure everybody's gonna love your OnlyFans stream, and be careful, okay?
Be careful about what, Steven?
Just in general. I just always tell everybody to be careful.
That's a stupid statement to make.
Why?
Why would I need to be careful when I'm already careful? You saying be careful doesn't make anything different. It's like you being a fucking parent, being like, oh my god, child, be careful.
I just tell everybody
Oh my
to
god,
be
you're
careful.
so cringe.
Don't you watch my streams? That's what I always do. I say be careful.
Congratulations. Hope that makes you feel better.
It does. Okay. I'll see you later. Have
Hey,
fun.
Steven, it
Be
was
careful.
so fun.
Yep, so much fun.
You too.
Bye.
You be careful, Steven. Okay, don't get
always careful.
STD or whatever.
I'll
Yeah,
try
use
not to.
condoms or whatever.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
trust
don't
me.
get any girl pregnant. Okay, yeah.
Listen, as long as your mom's clean, I'm clean, okay? Have fun. Bye.